ere, when tales and song were life before art, gods fought oceans and battled mountains. The sundered world became their ill-born child, abandoned. In craters long forgotten were siphons of godblood, relearned by devil most foul and mad god without name, who now work in shadowed isolation to complete the grand scheme, conspiracy akin to no lesser evil. To break the stillness and bring balance back to the plague of anarchia, those which shine brightest and tallest must meet that which sap the blood of gods, and the shattered ruins of a king long lost, at the broken peak of a mountain seldom sung.
Welcome back, everybody, to another installment of Songs of Sunder, The Tall Order. This is session 62.5 in our campaign. We left off last time with our heroes, the Tall Order, spending the night in the tower in Verrenhaven, resting off the booze and the celebration from the night before at the Savior's Festival, all except for one who is spending a night in a nearby tavern, Aynat. The sun rises early in the morning, spreading golden rays of light across endless flowing dunes of the Sumerian desert. Valkin, in this tower, you are awoken by the light shining through the flowing beaded curtains at the edge of the window in this large, open, grand room that is granted to you. It's very unfurnished, very new, but there's a very comfortable bed, silk sheets, nice, cool, very sort of tropical plants in small pots that are all assorted throughout the room. And there is a knock at your door at first light that sort of rises you up from your rest. Hey, quick.
Come in?
Opening this sort of metal door at the start of the chamber. You're alone in this room. Your other companions are all given their own separate rooms. One of the centurion-styled Sihm-Sumirian guards stands with a spear and shield. My lord, Deepfinger, you're wanted in the throne room with the Tall Order at your earliest convenience, but do take your time.
All right, sounds good, at ease.
Yes, thank you, sir.
My lord.
You got so many updates. This is how we all wake up, laughing at that.
Everyone hears my lord Deepfinger. It
Echoes through the halls, everybody.
Deepfinger.
I wasn't prepared for that.
That golden light spreads far across the city, causing the entirety of its populace to start to wake after the momentous festival the night before. Most of its citizens partook, and some are still sleeping off the festivities in the streets, whereas most have returned to their homes or inns nearby. Nevertheless, the city comes to life, especially here in the Diamond District, where business never sleeps. All the storefronts are beginning to open, gems and rare silks and fabrics being laid out on carts and being displayed in this central plaza. And that hustle and bustle begins to wake you all in your separate rooms. That same guard begins to traverse around, and each of you, Ozwald, Fitzroy, and Vars, receive a knock at your door very shortly thereafter.
My head hurts so bad.
Fitz, how's the hangover?
It's fucking awful. It's nothing I haven't dealt with before. We'll take a bath or something and splash some cold water in our face. And we'll drink some your constitution check.
We might get to that at breakfast time.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a water. I'm gonna sober myself up.
Absolutely. There's a flowing fountain in each of these rooms that sort of carries a stream of fresh water in throughout the entirety of the tower from top to bottom. You fill up a little cup and sip some nice, cool, refreshing water.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'll just make my way out.
Perfect. Ozwald, this room is large and spacious and open. You receive that same knock at the door. A very polite gentleman sort of fangirls over getting to talk to the beheader of behemoths. Good beheader, your presence is requested in the main hall for breakfast at your earliest convenience.
I'll walk down with you.
Very well. Yes, right this way. He begins to lead you down through the hall. Can I ask you, beheader,
Anything.
is it true you once killed 3 hill giants in the same swing with your weapon?
I'll just give him a little wink.
Oh, I knew it. My friends wouldn't believe me, but I knew it. Oh, it's so impressive. Sorry.
No, it's okay. You can keep going if you want.
Oh, if you insist, do you mind signing this for me? And he pulls out a spear. One of his javelins that he has kind of hoisted in his back. He pulls it out with a little, seems like a pen, red ink on the inside.
Don't need a pen.
No.
And I'll scratch my initials in with my talons.
Oh, my. Incredible. Thank you. Thank you, beheader. He shows you the rest of the way down into the main dining hall. And shortly thereafter, Vars, you receive that same knock.
Yes?
You were requested in the main hall for breakfast, if you would like, at your earliest convenience.
Breakfast sounds good. Okay.
Okay, let's go, Sarge. Let's go.
Sarge is in his full-size moorbounder, sprawled out across the center of the room. Almost looks like one of those fur rugs, just like fully splayed out as he sort of riles himself back into a state of awaken and alertness.
I'll give him some scratches behind his ears and say, let's go get some food, buddy.
He starts sniffing and just bounds off ahead of you in the direction of the smell.
Beautiful.
Excellent. All right. The 4 of you all make your way down, bumping into each other on the stairway, this large spiral sandstone staircase. Say that 5 times fast. That leads all the way down to the main floor, long hallway that opens up into that grand main chamber where there is a long table beset with lots of finely cooked meats and fresh vegetables, some cooked cactus, and plenty of seasoned foods that are spicy and delicious, just from the smell alone. The queen sits at the head of the table, her family on either side of her, the 3 young children, and she smiles warmly as you enter. The 2 members of Nycteris and Veritum, other than yourself, aren't present, but there are chairs laid out for 6.
1, 2. Who else is coming?
Where's your Aynat, was it?
Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I was really focused on the celebration last night. Did anybody else see where they get off to?
Yeah.
I saw them with a pretty nature lady.
Oh.
I was too busy hiding in the sand.
Did you do that the whole fucking night?
Oh, you bet. It's my favorite activity. Yeah.
What a creep. Anything funny you saw?
Oh, no, just spook all the locals.
Pull on their pants a little bit, give them a tug of the shoe.
I'll pull them all the way down.
That's terrifying.
And we go, oh, it's the behemoths.
My goodness. Well,
You're gonna become a
I just sit down.
nightmare.
Hand in hand.
Valkin, at the chair you sit in, you see a large platter of finely cooked sausage is right at the center of the table. There's several styles of cooked sausage as well, different sizes. Some are thick, some are thin.
Yeah. Different. I mean, I'm keeping them separate
Yes.
in each pocket.
Storing some immediately.
Back up.
If Aynat does happen to come by the palace, there's a chair for her. She's always welcome. Also, I believe one of your friends stopped in late last night once the festival was wrapping up. It's Lukja's sibling. I don't know if you remember them or know. I did not catch his name.
That's your wizard attendant,
Yes, our court
gentleman.
wizard. Yes.
Right. Oh, Miezko.
Miezko.
Right, that's probably who it is.
Yes. He's
There's
speaking
a lot
to
of
Lukja.
siblings, though.
There are. I've tried to learn their names, and it's practically impossible.
Is that Deven speaking?
It's the queen, as far as he's speaking with Lukja in the study just around the bend. But please enjoy yourselves. Have a nice feast, and if you haven't yet, please take the effects of a long rest.
Of course. Thank you for the food. Appreciate it.
Of course. The feast begins with incredible food to cure any sort of hangover. Fitz and Vars, I believe, were the heaviest drinkers of the night. So can I get a Constitution saving throw from each of you?
Sweet Jesus.
Let's go.
All right, baby.
18.
Clickety clack.
18. Feeling good, yeah. Hydrated.
Yeah.
Took care of yourself.
That is going to be a solid 5.
Fuck, Fitz. You might still be a little bit drunk this morning. Your stomach is churning a little bit. You might want to steer clear of the meats and stick to some of the fresh vegetables and fruit.
That sounds great. Is there water and, is there apple juice?
Some of the nearby attendants look at each other. Apple juice.
I got this.
Do you have juice?
It's old, rotten pineapple juice, but I like to smell it.
Roll a con save.
Jesus Christ! I think there's fresh apples in there. Oh.
9.
9. Fitz, you blow chunks to the side.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh god, I can't look at it.
That was messed up.
Oh, that's vile.
I got it. I've got it.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Fuck.
Could we get some help over here for Fitzroy, please?
I'm gonna go for a walk around. I'll be back.
Some attendants start mopping around the chair where you were at.
No, I didn't choose them. No, choose them. I found them. I need them.
Oh, where's control water? Creator, destroy water, please. Oh, no.
Do you have it prepared?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to walk around. Just drink juice and water.
Hydrate up.
Hydrate.
Absolutely. We jump over to the nearby tavern in the Sapphire Circle, where a group of Fae are staying in several rooms, to an ivy-covered bed that is overgrown with grass and foliage, very comforting, a moss sort of layer at the bottom, to a waking Fae spirit soliloquy, getting herself ready for the day, adjusting all of the small details of where her hair is placed in the mirror as she turns to you as you wake with the morning light. Awake so soon?
We're usually up early to travel. Now it's just a bad habit.
Yeah, I understand. I can't sleep through the light.
Yes, he.
Are you sticking around town? For a while, I mean?
I think our next step is to make another priority list. It's kind of a thing. We'll make a list of all the things we have to do. we sort them by urgency, and then we attack the first thing on the list. It's shocking.
Then maybe the second or third, and then make a new list.
It's shockingly organized for this group in general.
Well, I have to see to my duties with the other Eldrin that I've come here with. And I'll be here for the next couple of days. So if you want to meet again, I would be glad to see you.
That sounds nice.
Wonderful.
I'll look for you with the other.
Say that word again.
The Eldrin. I'll be by the pond.
Wonderful. And I think Aynat's gonna dip before she embarrasses herself more. As soon as she starts talking again, she goes,
Runs away.
Absolutely. And that
It's
slips.
been 80 years. 80 years.
You needed this.
has anybody had an 80-year dry spell in this group? 80 years? Even a 0. No? Okay.
Mad respect.
4.
Aynat slips out through the door rather quickly. And yeah, where do you go? You walk out into the Sapphire Circle, where much of the business is.
So yeah, I think Aynat would go back to where her friends are. Do I go to the sending stone?
Yes, everybody does.
Cool.
I think I'll just send in. I'll just message Vars and tell her I'm on my way back to the magic text that I'm on my way back to our quarters.
I'll say we're in the main hall for breakfast. Meet us there.
And it walks a little faster.
Excellent. Fitz, as you're sort of walking around the outer edges of the palace, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Or you can use your passive if you would like.
We're going to use passive. We're going to just be mainly focused on finding the next source of fresh water that I could refill this mug at.
Absolutely.
Just a leisurely stroll, not on high alert. We'll use passive.
And what's your passive?
I believe passive is 20.
21. Excellent. As you're sort of making your laps, you're chugging the water skin that you brought along with you, which dries up rather quickly as you realize how dehydrated you are. But you catch a familiar voice in the far, not so far distance around the bend of that main hall. You catch two voices speaking to each other somewhat excitedly. You recognize immediately the voice of a human college student who you knew back in Unitas.
Are those the two most handsome magic nerds I've ever seen before?
Oh, is someone there? Standing right outside the study entryway.
I'll actually make my way out into the open, I suppose.
Yeah, make your way into that study, and you see very tall walls covered top to bottom in books, a various degree of in what shape they're in. Some of them are very old and dusted and rotted away at the seams, but the pieces, the bookcases closer to the entrance have much newer and more fine and freshly printed books. There are pedestals with several magical tomes now laid on them that look like they were just installed maybe a few months ago. And sitting, or rather standing in the middle of this chamber, using several mage hands and invisible forces to move books around the room and place them, creating piles on small tables, and speaking with somebody near him is a wizard adorned in a very deep red cloak who has slicked back black hair and these very tiny glasses that rest just at the edge of his nose. And he's speaking to your friend who you've known as, would you describe your character, Brayden? Would you tell us about Miezko Tomanik?
Yeah, Miezko has changed a little bit since the last time that he's been with the Tall Order. It's been about 8 levels, in-game talk, but he now wears a light teal, black, and white coat. His left eye is weirdly almost completely covered in black, with a slight white iris that's just barely holding on. And he has a squirrel atop his left shoulder and carrying a bunch of books on him. But it seems like he has been taking not quite good care of himself. Looks like he hasn't slept in a day or two. Doesn't really frequent, has dirt all over him, even though he has prestidigitation. And he's just generally kind of sloppily looking.
Looking a little rough around the edges, mate. It's been a minute.
Oh, Fitzroy. Yeah, how's it going?
I've been better.
Yeah?
I'd give you a hug, but... no, I'll give you a hug. Just don't squeeze.
Yeah.
Don't squeeze. Just gentle pats on the back, yeah.
I'll just give him a light
There we
pat.
go. Good. We're good.
Lucha leans down. Are you feeling all right, friend?
Lots of stuff. Lots of celebration last night. Maybe went a little too hard on the drink. Kind of didn't want to deal with responsibility for a night, so...
Well, that's what the night was for. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
A little too much, though. A little bit too much. I'm paying the price for it now, but it'll wear off. It'll wear off.
If anybody has the right to celebrate, it's you all. So, don't feel too bad. We're all here to give you the welcome and celebration that you deserve.
I threw up at the breakfast with the Queen.
Oh.
The Queen can be very understanding. I've come to learn that myself.
Wonderful.
Well, yeah.
So I don't have anything to worry about?
I would say no, at least not jail time.
All right.
I'm saying don't worry about it.
I was honestly going to say, if it was just jail time, I could do that.
No, that's fine.
All right.
It's fine. I'm just catching up with my brother here. He popped in very late last night, and weren't you meaning to speak with them? This is an excellent opportunity.
Do you know where the rest of the Tall Order is? I think there were 2 new additions.
Everybody is still at breakfast who didn't blow chunks in front of the Queen. So they're all in the main hall.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're just missing one of those new additions.
Gotcha.
Hopefully she'll be around real soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna druid craft just like a little leaf and then give it over. Chew on that for a little bit. It's a homemade remedy for...
Is it mint?
Just chew, don't swallow.
Chew, don't swallow.
Got it. It's pleasant. Thanks, mate.
It's good to see you, brother. Thank you for stopping in, and best of luck. If it's too much to say, but Mother has been asking about you. Did you want me to pass anything along?
No, I don't think so. I can talk to them. Don't worry.
But you will talk to her, right?
Passive insight check. What the fuck is going on? I thought I had family tension. What is going on here?
Yeah, passive insight is
26.
Up to you if you want to roll a deception or a...
It's deception.
It's deception? Yeah, give me a deception check.
I'm so sorry. I caught wind of people asking how to spell my name, and so I was looking at that. And so I was not paying attention. 5.
5. What does Fitz glean from your reaction to talking about your mother right now? With a 26 to a 5.
Yep. Absolute hatred. He's not really speaking to his family that much, but his mother in particular is an absolute topic that he hates and does not bring up, and whenever people do bring it up, he just kind of shuts down a little bit.
Gonna hold my tongue, just acknowledge the mommy tension moment.
Ooh, mommy tension.
Lucha just pats your arm. Forget I said anything.
Don't worry. It's not your fault.
I'll push her in another direction.
Yeah, of course. If you need something, or if you need a direction, Unitas, I'm not planning on going there for a while, so.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, if you need anything from me, if you want to take a look at our library, we've got plenty of knowledge to offer. Both of you and anyone within the Tall Order, please, make yourselves at home.
Appreciate it.
All right.
I'm just gonna go drink more from the water skin and aggressively chew on the mint.
Do you still need a minute, or are you going to head back now?
Maybe I'll step out of the palace, see if I can find Aynat, make sure she's on their way. And I'll excuse myself from most of breakfast. I threw up in front of the kids. Fuck, mate. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk around.
Yeah. Gotcha. No, I have a request for all of you. So whenever you find time to come back, I'd love to talk.
Yeah, will do. I'll probably rejoin with Aynat if I can.
Gotcha. Then I'll see you there.
See you then, friend.
Excellent. Miezko, you make your way to the main hall of the Palazzo of Zenith's Peak. And I would say that's where Aynat, you would start arriving at there as well. Converging on that location. The rest of you, Fitzroy, you're still off for a walk, but the rest of you all arrive at this banquet, at this large breakfast table, with plenty of time to strategize and plan for the next steps ahead, over a nice, delicious meal. Valkin and Ozwald, knowing Miezko, you see that young and charming wizard, looking a little tired and weathered, walk around the corner and wave to you all.
Sausage!
You know, for once in my life, I'll actually take you up on that.
It's fresh.
Oh, for once in my life.
You know,
Fresh out of the pocket?
cheers to that.
I would give him table sausage, okay?
Oh, okay.
How you doing, Miezko? You look like shit.
Yeah, my eyes not doing too well. Haven't slept in about a couple of days, but other than that, we're...
Well, go take a nap.
No, it's alright. I still got some stuff to do, but after that, of course.
Sleep is number one priority.
It's about, like, number 4 or 5 on the list for me.
Doing it wrong, kid.
Haven't died yet?
He's a college student, remember? They don't sleep.
Within a few minutes, finally descending from one of his rooms, stretching like he just woke up, Dom joins the table as well. His long and tattered tan robe, looking a little more put together than it last was. Did you know they have a tailor here? They have a tailor. I can't believe it. It's so nice. Never had new clothes.
Looking spiffy.
Yeah. I mean, they're just going to get burned soon anyway, but not bad, right?
Good for now.
Yeah. They'll do. What are we all doing, huh?
I think it's time to make a priority list.
Oh. Another one of those, huh?
Do we have one?
I don't remember. So busy in the sand last night.
I think that
You
did
pulled down my
make
pants.
one.
Yes. I didn't realize I was here.
You have.
Sorry. I was having fun.
You know,
Also
that's your way
just,
of...
like,
I expected.
flipping through
we give Owen
her spell book, which is also her notebook. Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah, we were going to do the cube. The cube.
So we can cross this one off.
Yep. Banquet's done.
Do that. Breath of not make that.
What's after the cube?
And trip it up arm. Put that at the end. And
Oh, yeah, Lady of Autumn. We could do either Lady of Autumn or the cube next.
I vote Lady of Autumn.
I vote anything but that.
So it looks like it's the cube.
No!
Well, I do have a proposition for you guys.
Not.
If
Spit it out.
Yeah, so I've been talking with Lazarus for a little bit, and he asked me to investigate a temple for the god Balra. I think it was. Wasn't my choice.
You chose.
It wasn't my
Okay.
choice.
We're just like huskies. It's like one sets off the next, sets off.
They needed me.
Still haven't said anything.
Oh, fuck.
Dora, you're saying
So Balra.
Balra.
Rah, rah, rah.
So, I was told to investigate the temple of Balra. not 100% sure. But Lazarus asked me to look into it. He said that something weird was going on there, or they're trying to resurrect the god.
The god what? Who?
I'm not saying anything.
Where is the temple?
Listen, Lazarus is a man with many things going on, and also an asshole, and didn't tell me. He is the wrath of the ancients, he who dominates and oppresses.
Right. Sounds like a good guy.
No, very much not a good guy.
You all know that's Valkin's talked about it. That's the one that was the champion sword that he held.
Yeah, he's going to talk to you, probably.
I vote Lady of Autumn.
The one who's been tormenting Valkin is a demon who was pledged to that god on a power scale.
God.
He's never going to say Barra again.
I learn every day new words to avoid.
It's actually pronounced Bar-ah.
List. Stuff you can't say.
B-A-R-A-R-A.
No, it's just B-R-A.
With the A sign above it.
R-A.
It's however long you want to say it.
It's comma infinity.
There's
parentheses.
there's a dash.
Just going to put a line over the R-A.
The vibrato. The vocal talent at this table is immeasurable.
Man, it's being used for that.
I haven't heard Barra in a while, guys.
That's true.
Got that out of our system.
That's cathartic. That's all good.
Well, that's so. You can go ahead and cut the last 5 minutes.
Picked up the last half hour, actually.
Actually, we're gonna restart really quick.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Perhaps we should establish what we should put on the priority list
yes.
and then order them.
Yes. Let's make a new priority list. Okay.
I think it's been enough time that Fitz would start making his way back to the...
Oh, yeah, you found a fresh body of water at this point.
I am just head first.
Aynat walks up on
It's that prince.
like with his face in water. Hey, buddy. Should I be concerned?
No. Now. I'll head back now.
I'm gonna go this way and just pretend this didn't happen
Sounds good.
for you.
Fitz, you look like 10 feet down and see a camel drinking out of the same body of water. It's like a watering hole for local...
Animals.
Yes.
It's for
The
livestock.
Prince of Egypt moment where you're like...
I look over at the fox and I'm like, don't drink that.
Am I upstream or downstream from the camel?
You're upstream.
Hey, I'm fun. I'll go back. I'll just follow you. How about?
Good plan.
The tieflings rejoin the rest of the party.
Quick question. Does Aynat gain the effects of a long rest?
Yes. Definitely.
Just a short.
Short. Levels of exhaustion. It's been 80 years.
Despite gain a level of exhaustion after a one-night stand, that would be something.
How to encourage your players to not be horny at the table.
You
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
I'll
So,
exhaust myself to death if you implement that rule.
That's how your first character...
first fucking session. And it's come full circle.
That was bad.
Silence!
All right.
Maybe we shouldn't record.
This is the last episode. Everybody, this is your send-off.
Quite fun.
So, what's the plan?
We're thinking about that, yeah.
Okay.
Here we are.
Temple of Barra.
Is that a thing now?
Yeah. Just came up, actually.
Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing that I wanted to bring up to you all.
So why are we checking that out?
It was just a mission from Lazarus that he gave me. He said that something was weird. I don't know exactly where it is, though.
All right. Do we have even a general direction?
That's a good question.
Yeah, give me a... we'll call this a history check for you.
Okay. That's 26.
26. There are a lot of the cults and worshippers of the gods became non-functional as of 80 years ago, or slowly fell into obscurity, or for many reasons just dissolved into other groups. The followers of the Wrath of Ancients consecrated several temples to his likeness and to his power, but the most prominent and notable was on the mainland of Punjabe. Specifically, it was near the elven city of Visilur.
How do you spell that?
Yep. It is VISIL''UOR.
I'll relay that information.
Also, a little more clarification. Lazarus told you that there was an active cult that was both investigating the temple and were in possession of an Orestone.
Ah, that's much different than there's weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
Because before it was like there's weird stuff going on everywhere, brother.
Yeah.
And now it's hey, we need that.
I think it might be near Punjabe. Yeah.
Where's that?
It's a northern.
A lot of... Seems like more active cult at the moment. So I was tasked to look at it and figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. So we'll stop at the Lady of Autumn on our way to Punjabi.
That works for me.
We could go to Jupiter first, if you like.
Okay.
To the Lady of Autumn.
Okay, wait. We also have how
We got
many
a month for-
days?
it's
We have,
like-
about a month.
Like 4 weeks for this other guy.
It's 40 days to the dinner party.
Days
Now,
to the dinner party.
days when we
To the what?
letter or 40 days from
From now, from the current day.
Okay, and we still, in order to make that dinner, we still have to go to Brethleheim and find a vow maker to make the vow.
Well, we found one.
And we have a month for this other guy's thing. Right?
To dinner with who?
The guy that's hanging out with us?
Yes, Agded medium scarf.
Yes.
Yes.
It's definitely a short scarf now.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
I think it's
was just
no
trying to be
scarf.
nice.
Agden no scar.
Because like that's the shortest time frame thing. It's the 1 month and then the 40 days is the other thing.
1 month for him, and his crap is Lady of Autumn crap.
Yeah.
40 days to make the vow. Sounds like this temple stuff could be kind of urgent, because if they do end up resurrecting the gods,
And they
that
have
could
the ore stone.
What, 40
be very
days?
bad.
30 days? What are those relating to?
Well, we have a dinner with,
Oh,
Lucifer.
yeah. Here, and I'll pull the letter out of my bag. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. How many cards do you guys do?
More than I'd like to think.
A lot.
On our audio show, Sonny is holding up his note card. The F.
Just a big capital.
Fine.
Just say fine. I didn't see that.
Okay, that was addition later.
Beings, the dinner invite with Lucifer at 40 days. Yeah, today is the 13th of Minervus. And the dinner is on the 23rd of Sartorius.
All right.
So
we actually have like a reason to prioritize them in order now.
Yeah.
That's a first.
Okay.
So,
They're like due dates back in school. It sucks.
I guess
At school.
For a while. Until I said, fuck this. Fuck off. Some of the big words are hard, but
And
Did you throw up like 2 hours ago?
Don't remind me.
just quickly, for my continuity, my name's on there as well. And I met you two briefly during the cryo cell fight.
Yes.
And from that, I believe it's Aynat and Nevarra?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And Sarge, and this is our new fox friend.
Ah, yes, it's the fox.
The fox has been like interweaving between people's feet under the table, just like very
what?
curiously exploring.
Girl?
It's kind of like a cool.
Whatever you are,
Gotcha.
He's a boy.
little guy.
Tugs at your pants a little bit.
Hey,
I'm twisted. No, that's not.
Good boy.
This looked me a piece of chicken.
what the This one? I'll slip him a bigger piece of chicken.
He takes that too. He takes it and like drags it away to a corner and tears into it.
We're gonna be best friends. Where where was the invitation supposed to be? To hell? Dinner in hell, right?
Yep.
Alright, so, anybody else think that if we do decide to do a dinner, our counter offer is like a neutral ground? Cool. I'm thinking anywhere other than Brethleheim. I don't feel like leaving and coming back and having it be 20 years later.
We should go to the Fae. We should have dinner in the Fae. Or whatever it's called.
Brethleheim?
That's what it's called.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should have it with a lady of honor.
Do we know who Lucifer is?
A prince of hell. One of them.
Remind me to let him lure him a little bit later.
I don't know
That's not
why
a-
we have to talk to the lady about it.
Figure out.
Oh,
Scarf swallow.
that little webby thing.
The cute?
No, that's not. Those hags had a thing that the lady of springtime wanted.
Well,
Web walking round.
The hash bringing, the sash bringing.
It's the Crimson Cradle, is what you're thinking about.
There it is. Cast web at will. And the button shift. I see.
And it's just got some nefarious vibes, and I don't feel totally comfortable handing it over to an entity that we know nothing of, and I feel a little bit more comfortable asking an entity that we know loosely, you a little more intimately.
Also, we have a wish.
say that.
Yeah, we do also have one of those.
We should think about what we want.
And we should think about what we're willing to give up. I wish to go to a deity with unlimited requests. We will be losing something.
She loves us.
She made it sound like she owed us one. I hope.
Yeah, you were promised a wish in exchange for helping solve the issue of the forest in Magniacra, which you guys did by toppling the government.
Yes.
Just ending a government.
I mean,
We've done that a couple times.
that's to put it lightly.
Party as a whole has, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
What, like 3 times?
Viva la Revolution! I don't know. You know?
Yeah, so it could be just a quick stop and a drop.
And
Yeah,
maybe give you the opportunity to have a conversation, or not. Absolutely nothing could happen.
You can enhance ability, right?
I could.
I'd help.
Yeah, we'll talk about that part a little bit more, but I do definitely want to ask her what the fuck is up with that web thing. That red
The cloak of
thing.
Arachnia that I gifted you.
Oh, where is that? Oh, wow.
Something right now.
Yeah.
Is it in the hole?
No, Agden has it. Speaking of, where is that bastard?
He's not here.
He's probably at the tavern, I'd hope.
I hope so.
Do we have the thing? Do you have the thing?
No.
thing?
No,
Who has it?
Agden.
Why?
We all agreed upon it. We said he could hold on to it.
No.
We don't know. No! I don't think he knows where we are.
I don't remember agreeing to this.
What's his
This
name?
is a horrible plan.
Agden Longscarf.
I'm going to use Find Person for Agden Longscarf.
Yeah. What is the range for Find Person?
I believe it's 1,000 feet.
It's locate creature, right?
Yes.
Is what you're casting?
Yes.
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
Less than a quarter mile.
Doesn't ping.
He's in Timbuktu.
Oh, I cast Speak with Animals. I'm like,
I can hear you now.
do you remember the rabbit folk that we freed from the hags with you?
The bunny.
Yeah, him.
The bunny.
Do you think that? Do you remember what he smells like?
I have a scarf.
It says this.
Oh yeah, it's around my waist as a sash, so I'll untie it.
I think I can.
Sniff it, boy.
He's gonna I'm gonna roll a check for him. I'm gonna roll a survival check.
I'm gonna give him guidance.
Two guidance. All right.
I don't think it's stacked.
It's all stacked from two different sources. It does.
All right, I'll take it.
Is that good or bad? Well,
Nat 18 on the die. He starts moving around the room, sniffing in different directions, and he leaves the Great Hall towards that plaza area that the festival was taking place in, right outside the palazzos. And
I'll accompany our friend.
And take off after.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I think we're all going.
Who's?
We're going that way.
Thank you for breakfast. Thank you so much. I'm gonna grab whatever fruit is nearest, and then like another one, and like one more.
One more sauce.
Valkin,
Grab me a croissant.
a word, if you don't mind.
What the fuck is a? What's a crap?
Fitz, it's this.
I'll catch up, guys.
Gotcha. Looks like a boomerang.
get back. I'll wait for you. I'll wait.
I don't
for
want to
you.
be lost.
Yeah.
Vars and Valkin hang back. Everybody else is chasing after the fox.
It was an honor
is-
meeting you, Queen.
Excellent. Yes, perfect. The rest of you begin to jog after the fox, who is sort of zigzagging throughout the busy streets. It's at times difficult to keep a close eye on him, as he's very small, moving in between a bunch of moving people. Lots of hustle and bustle in the early morning hours. But Valkin and Vars, the queen stands from the edge of the table. The children start laughing and going off to play at another edge of the palazzo. The queen approaches you, Valkin, and kneels down before you. Valkin, you have my blessing to follow this thread until its very end. You and I both know that the cryosept may very well have been the beginning of something greater. And I think we would all be better for you to see this through. So you have my permission to act freely in the interest of Sihm-Sumir.
For Sihm-Sumir, we will be victorious in whatever we find.
I could not agree more. You have my faith, Valkin, Lord of Sihm-Sumir.
Thank you, my queen.
If there's anything you should need for your journey, be sure to speak with us. Be safe. And Nevarra, best of luck on your journey as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Majesty. And I'll do like multiple awkward, like curtsy bows. Thank you.
Check all the boxes for every way of respect you know how to show. It's like I'll bow, curtsy,
Lay down on the floor.
Yeah, just full plank.
The queen passes you and gives you a very kind pat on the shoulder and a little rub of your shoulder as she goes by. Kind of at ease, essentially.
Really nice.
I just want my mom.
I know. Following.
Fun fact, she is your mom.
Oh, big reveal.
Are you my mom? Chasing your fox friend through the streets. He's darting in and out He's almost started to lead you, the four of you, through the diamond circle and into the ruby circle on the outskirts of town. This is where a bit of the more seedy and little, like the darker edges of Sihm-Sumir are sort of present. The sun shines less brightly here as dark dealings are passed under tables and across shadowed rooms. There are some prying eyes, Fitzroy, you would pick up as you're passing through, even with passive perception or insight. But there are a lot more eyes on you all as you're traveling through this area. But your fox stops, sort of continues to walk a little bit, and then leap forward a few times very quickly, stop and sniff some more, and you get to the edge of the city, that wall that you entered in when the Suna brought you. And he's going to make one more check.
You got it, little furry friend. I like you. It's a pep in your step.
It's very good.
He's such a good boy.
Can I see any like footprints, like bunny footprints?
Give me an
that I could start
investigation.
to follow.
Yeah, investigation check.
I'll give you guys. Is that a D6?
TV4.
Every.
Oh, before I forget, Aynat, you seem very keen with animals, and I'll give you my ring of animal influence.
29.
29.
Of course.
The
It
fox
doesn't take.
gets to the edge of the city and finds there's a very small mound of sand kind of pushed up against, like, you know how when wind pushes the sand and builds sort of a ramp up against a wall? He starts digging into that ramp a little bit, pulls out a rotted apple, and just starts eating the rotted apple. It's lost the scent entirely.
Within the space that
With a 29,
Goes
you
further than we would.
sort of pick up that trail where the fox left off, and you see nothing leading out.
He's gone.
Did he shit?
Does anybody have locate creature? No.
on it,
Try it again.
I did long scarf.
1,000 foot radius, nothing.
Gone.
Okay, I could try to scry, see if I can try to find him, see what he's doing.
We have something of his settle.
That's true. That's true.
Untie the scarf once again from my waist and hold it up. You can use that.
It's gonna just take me a couple minutes, so
So we'll
Very
sit and stare at you
particular
later.
item, right?
I'd prefer if you didn't, maybe.
Big owl eyes.
Wait, do we
I'll
get
look
back up
this
with
way. Just 180 turns the head.
Oh, I won't.
him? Are we with
Oh, yeah, you guys catch
Okay,
back
cool.
up.
I give
The fox more chicken.
He sort of coughs up the rotten apple that he was just eating and starts eating the chicken.
Did he eat it stem and all? Oh, damn.
And what are you doing, Vars?
I'm gonna start casting scrying. Takes 10 minutes. I need a focus worth 1,000 gold pieces, which I don't think I have right now.
Is it absorbance?
Well, hold on. Are there any items you have like magical items that can be used as a spellcasting focus? You have a grimoire, don't you not?
I
Or
do.
something?
I do.
I'll go buy you something and bring it back.
Quick shopping trip.
Just really quick.
Haven't we scribed
shopping
before?
trip.
We
Scribe before.
We have.
We use.
Yeah, a focus, the crystal ball, silver mirror, something reflective
We have
that
a
you
mirror.
can see an image in.
we do have a magical mirror.
Specify that it's
Conjure the water, bro.
I take my
it's not consumed.
water elemental command and I'll cast create or destroy water and fill up. Look at it.
I think that will work. That'll work just fine.
it won't
It won't consume it.
It will not consume.
Cool.
No, because
And there I am a lot and I need to keep this.
I need to. Yeah, I'll grab it and I will just kind of sit down cross-legged. I think Vars would kind of, Vars. Sarge would kind of just curl up next to me while I'm doing this.
Gives you a bit of a backrest.
Heck yeah. And I will begin the spell.
Perfect. Vars begins casting the scrying spell. Vars, as you begin to cast scry, Valkin and Fitz, your passive insight of perception is keen enough to pick up on more and more of those sort of curious eyes. Some of them are admiration, but some of them are a little more nefarious. You recall, Valkin specifically, that you're at the edge of the Ruby Circle right now, where a lot of those ne'er-do-wells, specifically the gangs of this city, tend to mingle. And something to keep in mind for the time being. Anything the rest of you are doing in the 10 minutes?
Can I make like a perception check to like keep an eye out for anyone that might be watching us too closely?
Absolutely. 5. You can see there are a lot of people that are not being discreet about their observation of you, just leaning out of nearby alleyways or walkways that are sort of keeping an eye. But specifically, Aynat, you pick out one that seems a little more concerning than the rest. There's a figure on a rooftop just behind your current position, sort of towards the inner part of the Ruby Circle, whereas you guys are on the edge. On one of those rooftops, there's somebody that is deliberately peeking just so that their eyes are showing, like kind of hiding behind one of the walls on the upper terrace. Just no rabbit ears, but you see a pair of watchful eyes up there.
I use thaumaturgy to make my eyes glow red and stare menacingly at them, so they know I've seen them.
Give me an intimidation check.
Guidance.
Hell yeah.
You said that stacks right there?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
You have a stack?
Thank you, boy.
Anytime, go.
Taking one level in cleric.
Just take a feat.
Anytime someone makes a check,
Just the same
5 guidances.
Yes.
No, we'll get our NPC on it.
It's okay. You can roll that d20. Is that a 1?
No. 6, 8.
A 9.
Let's go red. He's like,
Oh, that's cute.
They don't adjust their head doesn't move position, but they do wave a dagger over the edge of the balcony at you, and then just continue to look at your group, studying.
That's fine, so I'm not letting them eat. You know what? At least I let them know that I've seen them and they're not.
You're not as slick as you think.
what's going on? Us too busy looking at Vars.
I'll know what the rest of them and know subtly who I've spotted.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go poke him? I'll poke him.
Let's wait until Vars is done with this,
Okay.
and then you can go and if we don't shake him up.
I'll focus my attention to him.
Just
Big owl eyes.
Falcon would just be asking people looking towards him like, everyone's good, right?
You guys see the rabbit running around?
Give me a persuasion check with advantage for the general crowd around you right now.
And while Vars is using scrying, I'm going to use
Gordon. With advantage?
That was beautiful.
What a roll. The first one's great. 23.
Yeah, there's a shopkeeper who's selling sort of beaded necklaces. He's leaning across his cart. He's not particularly paying attention, but when you gather the attention of everybody and ask that, yeah, there was a rabbit folk near here last night. Came strolling through looking for a ride out of town.
You know where he was going?
He said he was going away. I think he mentioned heading west. But from what I recall, he didn't strike any sort of deal. I didn't see him make any bargains. Sort of disappeared at a moment's notice.
Interesting. Appreciate the information.
All right. The scry spell finishes casting, and you do have a possession of his to use as a focus here.
Very significant position.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So everybody,
You also are familiar with the target.
You get a 4.
Are you a divination wizard?
My name's Miazko. It's nice to meet you. No, I
Wait,
haven't
so
seen him.
was that you saying he gets a 4 on the save? Wait, do you have to see the target?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I was like, okay, I got you. I was like, can he do that? He does get a -5 as well because you are familiar with the target. So this is a -9 to his wisdom saving throw. I don't think he can even
No.
begin to succeed. He
Yeah, there's a plus.
has a +2.
I used
Yeah, with an 18 brings it to 9. So, absolutely, you cast Scry. The surface of the water in the cauldron ripples as if there was a drop of water, but sort of continues to move back and forward, changing the image and reflection into a projection. You see the inside of a dark carriage. Rays of sunlight, very few and far between, slip through the very narrow cracks of the inner compartments of this vehicle of some sort. You see Agden curled up and sort of stuffed in the corner behind a few crates that are all haphazardly thrown in there. From what you can all surmise, looks like he's stowing away on a vessel of some sort.
Like ship kind of vessel. Like
what are we hearing?
You hear the turning wheels. You hear
yeah, we're in the desert. Nobody's on a ship.
well,
We have a
That's true. It's a
stowed away on a
spaceship,
Suna ship.
clopping of hooves in the soft sand. You also hear the movement of several animals and vehicles, a few murmured voices talking outside. It seems like it's a part of a larger caravan, not a solitary vessel. And as you're sort of watching him, he's clutching that bundle of red ribbons in spherical formation. He's just kind of clutching it and looking at it in his hands. Afraid of it and enticed by it. He's curious, but also ashamed of it. Ashamed of himself. In just what you can read of it on his face. He still holds it, just staring at it by the time that the scry spell ends.
So he's on a caravan. He's heading away from here, probably headed west. If we were to fly, we could perhaps get a good vantage point, see if we can see him in the distance.
Can I check with?
I'll fly up.
Can I check with like the guards? Would any of them that are like watching the outside of the city have like a log of caravans and where they're going?
Yeah, absolutely. And as a lord of the city, you have absolute jurisdiction to ask of that. Yeah. There would have been... Caravans are moving in and out of the city every day. This is... I mean, it's a business-driven city with lots of merchants moving in and out all the time. From what you're able to gather, at this gate, at the edge of the Ruby Circle, there were 3 caravans that left in the nighttime. One of which was headed down south. They're headed towards Winnemar, so they're going to cross the Indus Channel at a bridge, eventually. One is heading down southwest to Magniacra, and one is heading west, directly above that mountain range, and is going to take a northern path up to Moyatin Lay for essentially what is a 2.5-month journey. It's a very, very brutal journey, so they have a lot of supplies and people with them.
Thank you.
I'll fly back to my friends. I let them know what I found out.
I think he's going up west and then north. Couple months trip.
And we can catch him now if we go.
About how long ago did that depart?
In the night?
That one left before the festival ended, probably around 9 or 10, somewhere in that range.
Is this man really important? Oh,
Potentially.
He has an item.
Yes.
That we didn't take from him for some... Why didn't we take it?
Well,
We trusted him.
Why?
The endowment. I didn't decide, actually. I don't know.
I don't remember.
It was
I don't
my
remember
fault.
anything.
I wanted to see if we could convince him to stick around and let us investigate this item for some time. Eventually, within the month.
well then,
We came to some terms that were agreed upon, and he's went back on him.
Now we're gonna take it from him.
Do you want him to stay with you guys?
No, nothing more.
Well, I mean, we can magically influence him.
I don't care about him. He can go, he can fuck off and do whatever he wants.
So we're just taking the item and then leaving?
Yeah, he'll face his own punishments for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't they say he couldn't go back without it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in a tricky situation, though.
So, just for reference, where are we going after we get this item back?
Great question. I think that we were going to potentially go to the Lady of Autumn with this.
And where is she?
She is in a forest of...
She's, yeah.
Because the southwest, I believe.
Yeah.
From here.
In the forests of Magnesia.
That's where y'all encountered her, yes, but Valkin, you're not far off about an autumn forest being sort of summoning grounds.
I remember that's one note I took. So we just need... Wait a minute, so you could just make an...
Well, I could try.
How good are you at painting?
Terrible.
Lord Deepfinger.
Yes.
Does the city have any means of transportation that's fast? Need some quick. Catch up, make up some
I
ground.
was supposed to tell you to go to the soonest ship. I forgot. Sorry, I was fucked up.
I was fucked up too. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't go, but now I'm also experiencing some FOMO.
She said, tell Fitz that I've reconsidered and that I will let him know.
Reconsidered.
Um,
No, this is great. That's huge.
yeah?
Yeah, the clans are going to get back in touch.
Okay.
At least try. They're going to try.
Okay.
Which is more than what could be said for the past however many decades, from what I could tell. And from what I know. Which isn't a lot, I'll be honest.
Gotcha. But yes, they said that they have reconsidered, and that if we do need a ride, that we should let them know. We should let them know.
Time's ticking. Let's yeah.
All right, I'll do it. I'll do it. Fuck. They don't have
you
it.
to teleport yet or no?
No.
Wait, are they still in town or?
you
They
can
were
just
last
teleport?
night.
Like a plane ship? I mean, plane ship.
Their ship was here last night.
Very good.
We're gonna cast it.
Different planes.
All right.
Just kind of.
I will
Wait, we have a
mark
time
off.
clock, don't we?
I need hands. I need 5 sets of 5 fingers. All right.
And you're casting Sending 2?
Shaman Monre Suna.
Excellent, excellent.
Hello. Good morning. Does count as a word?
It does.
Fuck. Just kidding. This is so bad. Sorry I didn't make my way to you last night. We're in need of a ride. Northwest. In the desert.
All right.
I don't know if that was accurate or not. I got lost.
I think it was, yeah.
Can I get hands one more time? The reply arrives quickly. It's wonderful to hear your voice. Fitz, we still have one ship in the Sapphire Circle. We can be ready in 1 hour.
Sure.
That's all?
There's a ship in the Sapphire Circle that'll be ready to depart within an hour.
Beautiful.
That's where we are, right? Wait.
No, we're in the Ruby Circle. Which... And I'd like to do another little one, just 360 check around, look around. Are there any 4 circles? Any ill omens of the folks that were giving us some dirty looks being gone, congregating? Or...
I'm going to call this investigation now.
Fuck.
All right. We're going to do it.
I've been looking at this guy up in the place the whole time. With
You
my
can-
big old owl eye.
Let's have both of you roll investigation. We'll take the higher of the 2 rolls.
That's going to be you all day.
25.
12. Guess what I rolled?
A 12.
13.
12. No, Fitz doesn't get a minus.
Also
to
roll a
intelligence.
12.
Yeah, fuck you. I can't read the big words, but most of them I'm good with.
Ozwald, you tracking these individuals, specifically the one on the roof, the ones that are kind of keeping an eye on you. Some of them backed off into the alleys that they were in. The one on the roof is still just watching intently. His eyes are very wide and intent, but he isn't communicating with anybody else. He would have looked away, he would have turned and talked to somebody, but he's been dead set focused on you all. He hasn't made any moves, and he seems to be alone.
Is he
Do you want to go
waiting for something?
talk to that guy?
With the 25 investigation, it looks like he's just...
Is he waiting for us to step in a trap, or...
He seems to be recon.
Yeah, it's like he's waiting. It seems like he's waiting for us. Would that be like an insight?
He's waiting for you to leave the city.
Oh. Okay. He doesn't like us.
Well,
He just wants us to go.
he might...
Or there's something waiting for us outside the city.
Or there's something
Or there's
about
something
to
he
happen
wants to
in
do
the city.
when we're not there.
Oh. So maybe we should split up.
Shit.
Oh, just really, I'll be like, I don't feel comfortable about these guys. They're staring at us. Seems like they're waiting for us to leave.
It's about 120 feet.
120 feet. I'm gonna walk up right next to Oswald. Hey, Ozzy. You wanna go for a trip?
You guys mind if we just ask him what's going on?
I'd encourage it.
I love you.
Well then, let's go. And I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp on Oswald directly behind him, and then immediately do the same thing behind Oswald.
So this has to play out in initiative, essentially. Miezco, you Vortex Warp Oswald. Oswald, you appear standing directly behind this guy who's sort of peeking over the edge of that terrace, who sees the beheader disappear, and he
I'm right here.
He turns around, very startled. He turns the dagger towards you.
Drop it.
Drops it.
I don't want to hurt you. I just want to know what's going on.
Yeah, cool.
What's going on while you're staring at us?
And no reason, yeah, just looking.
No, that's a lie.
I'm just looking.
No. You're waiting. What are you waiting for?
Look, you guys got a lot of money, all right? There's some people in here who are struggling. If we could swipe a few coins while you're not looking, it ain't a big deal, yeah?
You can steal when we leave.
Yeah, sure.
You're not going to hurt anybody.
No.
Pull out my short sword. You're not going to hurt anybody.
Roll an intimidation check for me. And then, at this point, Miezco, you would appear. Also roll an intimidation check, and we'll take the higher of the two.
Okay.
Plus your genius.
What's your plus? I got one better. What's your plus?
My plus is +7.
Yeah, you rolled a 14.
So 21. At first, before Miezco before you sort of pull that strand of fate, you can see that he grows a little bit cocky in that moment, but then the stare, your owlin stare down at him, sort of shakes him back to reality. You see, this guy is wearing very dark tan, put together leather armor with a few straps to hold daggers. He's got a dark leather hood, and he's got these bracers that wrap around the fronts of his hands, wrapping around each finger like a ring, too.
Is his hood up?
His hood is down.
Okay, so I know his face.
Yeah. Sort of elderly human, maybe in his 50s or 60s, but still pretty spry.
I know your face. And I won't forget it. If anything happens while we're gone, I'm coming for you.
Would you excuse me for one moment? Just for a moment.
He gives a wave and then a fist, and the rest of you down on the ground see those people fully move back into the alleys now.
I can behead behemoths, and I can always behead you.
What about something with 1,000 heads?
I've done it before. We'll get a little help. How about this? You leave everyone alone, and I'll make it worth your while. You hurt anybody, you won't live to see another day.
I'll take that deal.
Okay. Okay,
It's an
let's
owl
go.
pellet.
Bring us back.
All right, dope.
Just go to the
Don't be stupid. Dimension door.
Dimension door, you guys back. As you leave, you catch him sort of like rubbing the outer part of his hand where that gauntlet is, sweating. And he moves back into the terrace, into the building where he was.
Valkin may have just committed a crime, but I don't think they're gonna do anything.
At least you're honest.
What happened?
I threatened his life.
But didn't take it.
I didn't take his life.
That was the only requirement,
I said,
right?
I know your face. If you do anything, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I said I would make it worth his while if everything was left alone.
What do you mean by
We should give him some money.
I don't want to fund a criminal organization. We could give them food.
I just said worth your while. It could be anything.
We're talking about the logistics.
Yeah, there's not a contract written up in that amount of time, right? ESCO?
No.
All right.
I get a little paper star, a new jacket.
You are an honorary Sihm-Sumirian god.
Oh, you're a deputy now.
Thank you.
That's great. Do you get to add that to your titles? Your list of titles?
I can.
You can take on
Deputy.
Junior deputy.
Last Night of the Quarry, Junior Deputy, Ozwald, Bigbeak. Shit. You get to walk around with, like, you have one of those police cars that says community service. So they're like, but not a real.
You have the light, but no siren.
Yes. Yes, a car.
Thank you, Ozwald.
I'm gonna use
Yes,
third eye to be able to see invisible creatures within 10 feet of us, just in case one of them tried to.
Is it just invisible creatures?
Invisible creatures and objects within 10 feet of you.
Great, you're still at the edge of the city. You see that there's an invisible tripwire right at the edge of the city where you guys were at.
I'm going to immediately point that out to the guard friend.
What do you mean it's invisible?
Look that.
I'll just point to it like, do you want me to like try and dispel magic so you can see it, or
Sure.
What?
It's just sad.
What is
What are we looking at?
I'll
It's right here.
dispel magic on the tripwire.
Base level?
Yeah.
You can all see thin, braided metal cord that stretches from one end to the other, connected to some device that's buried just beneath the sand.
I'll shoot a look back to the guy.
He's not up there.
Okay.
I'll disarm it. I don't want anybody else to fuck with this thing.
Wait, what's the ring?
Bring no gear elemental command. I'm gonna cast a gust of wind. And just blow the sand away to see what kind of trap it is.
Absolutely. You see right below there are these like thin blades that almost look like snakes pushed away from that entry point. When that tripwire is trapped, it would slide them and curve them upward in like a slicing motion to cut anything that was causing it to trip. 6 scythes that would shoot out of the ground and cut anything in that vicinity.
So they were waiting for us to cross that, all get stabbed, and then loot our corpses.
So do we just want to destroy the house now, or
I say just disarm the trap and we'll leave.
Starting the trap and let's go.
Disarm
Let's
trap.
disarm the trap. Let's inform the guards
Yeah.
of the situation.
Will do. I'll take care of that. You guys take care of the rest. I'll deal with this fucking
I'll
thing.
draw a picture of the guy.
Give me a performance check.
Oh, fuck.
It can be performance or
You're like, it's not gonna
performance
do it.
or base dexterity, your choice.
9.
Hey,
did you roll the d4?
that's
I
average.
didn't.
Oh, maybe a 10?
13.
There's a couple. You managed to work in a couple of details. He had a scar on his face that you make sure to include. You're able to at least portray the base details of him in a sketch. You and Valkin go to one of the local guard nearby and inform them that there's a trap set up there. Fitz, you are going to use your Thieves' Tools to disarm this trap. Give me a Thieves' Tools check.
Thieves' Tools. Do I get to add the +5 bonus from the Gloves of Thieves?
Bonus?
Bonus?
Yeah, you definitely do.
All right. Let's do
The bonus.
this. 18.
18. It's a little dicey. The way that the tripwire is attached, you run the risk of activating the tripwire and trying to disarm it as...
At least I'll be the only one stabbed, I noted, as it's not going as easily as I had hoped.
And as you're sort of getting it to where the tripwire is disarmed, you hear a click.
Oh, fuck.
And nothing happens. One more push, and it completely disarms it. But it was close.
Okay. That was so easy.
Serene was actually there doing it.
Just put the Thieves' Tools away into, like, my satchel like that was a piece of cake as, like, 3 beads of sweat just drip down my forehead. Piece of cake. Simple.
All right. The guards are informed.
We have a ride being prepared, ready in an hour. Max. So, could be done sooner.
Sooner.
That's funny. I should have thought of that. I'll make my way first. I'll head there right away. You guys can catch up whenever. I'll be in the Ruby Circle. Just keep an eye out for a big fucking ship in this end.
We're done, right?
Do we need anything else from here?
We should probably leave this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Now, yeah.
I'm both very and very not comfortable.
I told him a big thing about, I could behead behemoths, I could behead you. And then he said, what about 1,000 of us? And I was like, sure.
Damn.
That's a
Is
little...
that what he said? Verbatim?
I said, I've done it before.
You're not wrong. Our time on Unitas was a little dicey. Anywho, I'll make my way.
Yeah, let's
Just keep looking around.
The rest of you, they seem to be keeping their presence a lot less obvious now. Maybe 1 or 2 on your path. From here to the Sapphire Circle, as you, Fitz, are leading the way. Even from a distance on the outskirts of the Sapphire Circle, you see the tall masts of a ship that is being prepared, those sails being pulled into position.
Fucking
and
giddy as hell.
some druids that are tending to the sand around and loosening it and allowing it to be buoyant on that surface level. You pass by Bindlegrin's Curiosities.
Make a brief stop, see if he's back or is it closed?
The shop is closed, but you hear active conversation within. You also remember that your father said to talk to him before you headed out or before he headed out.
Is my dad's voice one of them?
You can hear Shirai's voice in there.
I'll make my stop. I'm gonna talk to my dad quick. You guys can. I'll catch up with you. You guys can keep going.
Is that a magic store?
Yeah,
Do you mind if I come along?
by all means. Lots of good shit now that they can sell it in the open.
Huh?
I'll just part the
They're like beaded curtains, yeah.
a little bit of both. I'll just part them briefly.
All right. You open the curtains. What you see before you is
God damn it! You're
fiends that your mind can hardly fathom. The heat from within this shop, it's as if there's an active fire burning it down. And you see your father standing in the center of this ring of creatures, these beings. You see a tall, maybe 20-foot, bulky, very small-winged creature, very large infernal horns that curve from the sides of its temples up and around like ram's horns. He crouches and sits to be fit within the room. He's got these jagged teeth that point up, almost like an orc's. He looks at you with a deep hatred in his eyes that seems to be inherent to his being as you enter the tent. The next one that catches your eye is Bindlegren, in his true infernal sense, the devil toad that he is, who, not with hatred, just kind of like gives you a wave.
Hi.
There's a very posh, what looks like a fox that's the size of a human stood on its hind legs with a silk blue robe and a monocle over one eye, kind of primsy and posh, that kind of looks you up and down. As you enter.
God, I thought not.
The torso of a woman with 6 arms, each with a blade affixed in each hand, and the bottom half of a serpent coiled beneath her. She has these radiant yellow eyes that sort of scan as she sees you walk into the tent. There's also what looks like a withered and rotting skeleton man with a boat oar that he's sort of clutching as a staff next to him, but he almost looks right through you and past you as well. And then standing on the very outer edge of the circle are a pair of very, very sexy infernal siblings, the twins. And they, from your knowledge of infernal lore, a succubus and an incubus. These fiendish figures are all gathered around a figure that addresses them with the voice of your father as he turns and you see the Rakshasa form of your father with the grayed lion's mane and backwards facing hands, pirate-like robes, beads and threads sort of pulling from one end of like his jewelry to some place on his clothing, these strands showing the many trophies that he has over his time as a captain. Fitz.
Hiya. Making sure I stopped by before we left. Wanted to make sure you were back.
Good. This is my crew.
Quite the colorful bunch.
Aye, but loyal and strong.
I'll just let my gaze go to the 20-foot fucking just hunched over, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh, this is my first mate. Roll me.
Pleasure.
You're the son.
Yeah.
An honor.
Pleasure's mine.
Give me a, we'll call this an Arcana check real quick. You can make it with advantage due to your infernal lineage.
This goes just like in the back.
Yes, what's right behind Fitz? I'm ready to cast Banishment at any moment.
13.
13? I'll say even with a 13, you recognize a pit fiend when you see one.
Cool.
Quite a legendary warrior of the Hells. One of the strongest and most useful denizens that the Lord of Hells would use in his wars.
I had some inside information on this news.
I am very glad that that's your first mate. I'm significantly less worried about you.
The freedom of the sea.
Nothing like
Better
it.
than the chains of the Hells.
I'd agree. Haven't experienced the Hells. Definitely have experienced the sea, though.
It's too hard. I hate it.
A light chuckle.
The rest of them seem to warm up to your presence as they realize who you are. And Shirai and Miezko, who's like peeking in through the curtain.
Miezko is just standing. Like,
He's trustworthy.
Not moving.
Promise.
I've met Miezko before. Miezko, it's good to see you.
That's my dad.
Oh, he turns into the human form that he normally presents.
A lot more sense. It's nice to.
I'm a Rakshasa.
Of course.
Not sure if you knew.
I didn't, but you know what? I don't hold it against you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Fitz, I have to make this short. We're departing within the hour. We make for Bronte.
Okay. Keep in contact. Stay safe. If you happen upon a little, not quite so little, black-feathered gentleman by the name of, Basher? It's a friend of ours.
A friend?
Yes.
He may be of help. Okay, we'll keep this in mind. But we need someone to look after, or I need someone, rather, to look after the Wayfarer's vengeance while we're gone.
Oh, shit. Where's it docked?
On the west coast of Sihm-Sumir, on the desert.
Well, we'll be heading northwest. Probably wouldn't hurt to have a vessel.
The crew will take good care of it in my absence, but I'd like it to see more action than just sitting at the dock while I'm gone. So, feel free to take it for a joyride if you'd like.
Oh, you have my promise.
Take good care of it.
I'll keep it in one piece.
Good.
I promise.
All right. I trust you.
Thanks.
But we must depart. Preparations must be made. The Blaze of Bedlam must once again sail the 7 seas of this world.
It's a sick name.
Thank you. I think so too.
Where were you? So you'll be using a different vessel?
Yes. Yes, the original vessel that we traveled on all those years ago when we doomed that island to its fate. We plan to undo it if we can. Or salvage what can be. Most of all, find answers for what happened.
Mom would be proud.
Ironic. But yes, I think so.
If there's anything the two of you taught me, it's that there's a lot of grey area. You're going back to what you left behind, but you're doing it for all the right reasons. Just, if I am to be on the seas, the likelihood, albeit very small. What flag you flying?
Depends who's passing by. We've got a few on board.
Well, I'll keep the same flag up on ours.
All right. Well, preparations to be made, Fitz. But, Bindlegrin, do you have anything to leave them?
Oh, yes, sir. I've got a couple things lying around if you need.
Miezko, I don't know how your funds have been going in college. I can spot you. You're good.
I also opened up my character sheet, and it says that I have 5,427 gold.
Hey!
Don't know how I got it.
Look at that!
Doing before.
So much better.
Like 3 silver.
It's like we went out to eat. You're like, could somebody get me, please?
Amen. All I'm saying is leaving the college does great things for you.
Potions of healing, spell scrolls, what do you need?
Any magic items or spell scrolls?
I've got a necklace of fireballs, if you'd like. Let's see. Scrolls.
Yeah.
Circle of Power. Crown of Madness, enhance ability. Hex. Mass heal. Regenerate.
I'll take those last two, that's for sure.
The mass heals runs a pretty penny.
I'm sure, but we get into a lot of dicey situations.
Of course, it would be 20,000.
Okay, give me... I know you said we gotta make... There's a lot of counting that needs to be done. And I'm gonna take the portable hole out of my, inner pocket and just reach the hand in.
The money's in the ring.
Who has the ring?
You do.
Oh, shit!
You're our person.
Look at that! Perfect!
Hey! Hold on a minute. And I'll put my fist...
3, 4, 5.
Starts counting all of that.
To regenerate is another 5,000.
Fuck!
120.
I'll start shaking my fist, hoping it comes out faster.
So she said,
I was
sorry.
Scroll of Temple of the Gods if you want to. That one's 10,000. You let me know what.
How much is the Circle of Power?
1,280.
Good deal.
Done. Scroll of Circle of Power.
Fits in, you wanted regenerate and mass
heal.
Excellent. You can add those to your inventory. Mark off 25,000 gold.
And how many beads are on that necklace of fireballs? I've got a friend who's very into that.
3 definitely.
What, like 500 per bead?
Let's see here. I would normally sell for 300 per bead.
Beautiful.
900 more gold.
So that's what, 25,000.
Quick question. You said your name was Bindlegrin?
Bindlegrin, yes.
Do you, perchance, have a tuning fork to the hells?
We're gonna roll this.
Yeah, baby.
Big D20 lands on anywhere from I'm gonna say a 15 or higher. He does. If it's a natural 20, he does, and he will give it to you for free. Anything below, he doesn't have it.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, sure, let's go that big. Oh my God.
So
Funny.
Right there.
And then turned right over to a 14.
I'd like to spend this inspiration.
If you want to use your inspiration for that, I will allow it.
That's up to you, man.
I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it.
One more roll. We're gambling
I
today.
fucking love it.
I love to gamble.
One more. 15 to 19. He has a tuning fork to the hells. 20. You get it for free.
I can't see it.
It's in the cup.
Oh, it's a 3.
It's alright. I'd rather have a second chance anyway.
All
It's
right.
worth it.
Unfortunately, it's been a while since I've used the plane shift as a means of transportation.
Oh, good.
Usually I travel by ship.
Cool. So, the gold, put it to good use. The last thing before you go, anything interesting you might know about Lucifer?
All of them look between each other.
We all know tales of Lucifer. The new being who takes that moniker.
Yeah.
An unbridled being of fire. He is power incarnate. He was a wizard before he became a demon.
Oh, cool.
I believe his name was Valkov. Yes.
That's Adar's last name.
Oh.
Like,
Oh. Wait.
Dronzi Valkov.
Okay.
please write that out for us.
All right, baby. Cool.
Yeah.
I there's a lot that I need to come to terms with what you just said. How is he as a dinner guest or host?
He's always liked to entertain. He is as high society as you can be within the hells. I suppose he sees himself as an aristocrat, an intellectual.
At this point, the sort of jackal fox-looking creature in the silk robe.
You know, I've never thought he was anything but pure. How would you describe him? Pretentious, but empty.
Like there's nothing behind his words. You look in his eyes and he's just there. Like a mannequin. No real thought.
Like a puppet.
Some would say, sure. But what would I know?
More than me. And that does a lot.
I know a vast amount more than you.
About this, just one example.
I turn to Fetz and go, speaking of pretentious.
Oh, you insult me. Unkind to insult a fiend in his home.
I'll openly do it to your face as well.
Oh, do we want to?
I'm just kidding.
It's not my home.
I just have problems with pretentious people because of my...
Forgive me, I'm new to accepting that mortals are equal to us. It's a new thought, all right?
Oh, don't worry. Believe me, if we were to put each other on like a scale, you would definitely still be higher than me. So, don't worry about it.
Smart man.
I'll put that information to good use.
Dronzi has several wands. He stole one of mine. So even if you think you know his bag of tricks, just be prepared for him to pull something else out of his pocket.
What's the one do?
My wand?
Yeah.
I obtained it from a wizard who fancied himself strong at controlling and summoning constructs from the Eternal Clock Tower. I would summon them into battle under my power, but Lucifer thought it'd be better suited for him. And so it was taken.
Try and get that back for you.
If you can.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a big if.
I could not. You're stronger than I could even imagine.
Well, don't need to be strong to steal from loose pockets.
An interesting idea. Might not be wrong. You know, thievery isn't necessarily violence.
No. I mean, who's worse, a thief or a mugger?
I think they both end up in the same layer of hell.
Fuck. Well, I'll have to think about that one a little bit more. See if I can find any sort of loopholes.
Oh, but it all depends. Did you kill a noble or a commoner, you know?
Well, safe travels, all of you.
Shirai's been kind of giving a dirty look to the to the jackal one. Thank you, Fitz. And be safe around that man.
We're doing our best. I won't keep you any longer. Wanted to follow up and say goodbye.
Cast a spell? Yeah, what would you like to cast?
Legend lore.
Yeah, how long does that take?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. You begin casting legend lore, and I'm guessing on who?
Not Lucifer. Jordan, what was the full name of Lucifer?
Dronzi Valkov.
Dronzi Valkov.
Okay, excellent.
Hey, Adar, know we haven't talked in a long time, but I think I know your dad.
I think your dad scares me.
I think your dad is like one of the worst people in the plains right now.
That makes sense.
Okay. If you would. Well, with that casting of legend lore, the ship begins to make sail and take off in the westward direction. The sun is high in the sky. It's about midday. And as far as you're all aware, Agden has about a 12-hour lead. Actually, it would be about a 15-hour lead on you all. But with the speed of the Suna's ship, likely will close that distance, maybe by nightfall, perhaps a little sooner. In the meantime, the legend lore.
Name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. The information you learn is accurate but might be crouched in figurative language. And then it's just like an example.
Okay. Do me a favor and roll a spell casting ability check for me. You are expending a 5th level spell to do this.
Yes.
And that's being taken into account.
Just plus my intelligence?
Yes.
That's a 21.
21. All right. Dronzi Valkov.
The eye that has been damaged over time with the strain of divination flares up once again, and you feel sort of wincing pain as you are transported into a realm beyond this one, just in your mind. You watch in a completely dark and empty void around you, fog obscuring the far edges. You see several things play out. You see a heroic wizard with ash dark skin, cracked with magma underneath the surface, a fire Inug or Genasi. Fire sort of swooped up as if it's a candle flame that's sort of dancing. With every flick of his wand, he shoots a blast of fire towards his enemies. He's standing with others. You see 6 other figures standing with him. Their shapes and their importance is fleeting, but you see a woman with a long and curved sword. You see a towering dragonborn with 2 axes cleaving through hordes and armies of undead on his own. You see a wolven man running forward on all fours, biting into the throat of some great fiend. The others are too far in the edge of the fog, you can't see. But this individual Dranzi becomes the focus of your attention as you see him through several stages of his life, early on in sort of his teenage years, experimenting with primordial magic and traveling to the elemental plane of fire and back, bringing information back and forth, charting maps and scribing scrolls and implanting glyphs to detail his adventures and his escapades out into the plains beyond. You see a conversation with a centaur with an eye patch and a very rugged wagon that he carries behind him, and an agreement with a handshake. You see the same shrouded in fog figures behind him as they stare down something that is incomprehensible to you. Even in this sort of legend lore state, you see a shadow beyond darkness, something that is unseeable, but that sees you in this legend lore. Something that is fickle and terrifying. For a moment, you're shaken to your very core, and then it transitions away again to the same figure with a dark cloak, wreathed in fire, standing above the layer of hell, Bedlam. Twisters and tornadoes of shrapnel and wind encircle and spread across this plain landscape. Fire everywhere that the eye can see. The breath that you breathe, even witnessing this, is hot and burns the inside of your lungs for a moment. And you see him looking down and commanding these fiends to build something. And that's where the legend lore ends.
I think when Mieszko comes out of his legend lore, his left eye, the one that's been badly wounded through divination, would probably start bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
Just
just tears of blood from either corner of your eye, dripping slowly.
And he would just probably sit there for a good few minutes.
The ship begins to take sail.
We're ready to cast off when you are, Lord Valkin Deepfinger.
Make it so.
Raise the anchors!
We make for the west. And the ship begins to move, slowly at first, but soon the tides of sand begin to move around you and carry you across the dunes, far stretching and hot. I'd like you all to make a perception check for me. As you continue this day, traveling into the Sumerian desert.
Please. 7.
12.
I might tell you everything.
Regain a 4th level spell slot because I fuck legend lore.
26.
Absolutely. 26. 22. 18. 14. I would say, Mieszko, you're still sort of consumed in that vision you received and trying to comprehend all of the details that were shown to you. Ozwald and Fitz, you're busy trying to help on the deck and make sure that the ship is staying right, analyzing your surroundings, but maybe looking at the wrong things. The rest of you, Vars, I think you first would notice tracks leading from the city, not from where you all departed, but sort of parallel to your position. Maybe about 300, 400 feet parallel to where your ship is traveling, where you can see clearly that there was many beasts of burden and vehicles tethered behind, sort of moving in a certain direction. Aynat and Valkin, with your very high perception checks, you can see where they just start to divert. Instead of heading due west, they start to curve up northwest. Noticing that, what do you do?
I would inform the druids and those at the helm.
We need to follow those tracks.
Yes, sir. Right away. And they begin to shift the sand and move you in that direction, following the tracks.
I'd alert Mieszko too, like if we get close to them and for some reason they try to spread out, I don't think that they would, but let's try to locate him when they're close.
Good. And I'll hand you a piece of paper. I tried to look into this Jonesy Valkov. I'm just kidding. And I'll hand you a piece of paper, and it's the description of everything that I saw from Legend Lore, which I'll just send to the chat.
All right.
I'll hand you a piece of paper. Therapy.
I was just gonna...
Think about it.
Honestly, I might have to at some point.
Excellent. Aynat, with that 27 perception, as you continue on the path of this caravan and following their trail, you notice several animal tracks that you're not keenly familiar with, but recognize the signs of as snake paths in the sand, where they divoted out curved path and then burrow in some like rocky surface that's nearby, or in a nearby dune that raises up quite high. They burrow beneath it. It seems like this region has a bit of a snake problem.
Would I know anything about the types of snakes?
Give me a nature check. And I would say, do you share this information with everybody?
I think I would talk about, the tracks that we're going to be following, and then, also like, yeah, you see the, the weird sort of C-shape, like those are the snake. And the snake, because they don't fully touch the sand as they move. So it would be too hot. Yeah. So as they go forward or sideways, they keep their belly up the. So yeah, it's helpful.
Perfect. I'll say, give me a nature check, and Valkin, give me a history check.
Keen observation.
I cannot.
Did you say history?
History. 19. These snake serpentine forms are larger than that of snakes that live in nature. They're larger than natural snakes, it seems like. So not something as simple as a diamondback or rattlesnake or anything like that. This might be leagues bigger.
10.
There are many beasts and many creatures within the desert. I feel like you might have heard something about really big snakes, but you can't place your finger on it.
This information. What direction was the Elder Sun Seeker when we were last told about it?
Northwest.
Interesting. Upon hearing some of that information, just chilling up, listening in the conversations from one of the other just crow's nests. Just... Oh, shit. Hey guys,
What's up? Yeah.
we're heading in the exact direction that we were told that big Sunseeker is.
Better catch the caravan soon.
Sunseeker?
It's like a dragon, right? Essentially.
Dragon.
Well, at least we can.
What, we killed Grimhook like half a year ago?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna say it will burn the shit out of this ship. It is dry wood in the middle of the desert. And I don't want to lose our I don't want to lose our ride. See, the only problem is, and I will like look at a tiny little crack in a wood plank and just only fixes like 6 inches of it.
Persistence.
All right, whatever you say.
Create
Captain.
water.
Bags and bags of money.
Bags and bags of money. You know what?
We've got another
Buy a new
system.
ship.
I know. About how far out?
Am I vibrating?
At least we
We're fine.
if
But I don't know if it's technically a dragon.
For the time
Is it?
being.
Yeah.
Theoretically, about how far away would this thing be?
It was a good amount northwest from it was in this like upper mountain range here.
Gotcha.
What is? Oh,
Somewhere in those mountains.
Okay.
but the tracks just divot off
Out of the
more
sand. It's
to
when we're
the-
off the sand.
Yeah. You guys have gone above that mountain range right now and are sort of working your way more northwest here.
Okay.
So something to keep an eye out for, but nothing to worry about immediately, right?
Heard.
For now.
and at least we know that if we are headed for it, the caravan is as well. So
Does anybody have those goggles?
Which goggles?
Of
Goggles.
eagle vision.
Oh, not me.
We have those.
Yeah. I really like to use those when we're on a ship.
yeah, wild shape. I could not think of the word wild shape for. Wait,
Did you know?
I think I gave it back to him.
Okay, I saw them in my inventory, but the last thing I remembered was having given them to you.
Yeah.
Just wanted to
I
make
had
sure.
it for a brief moment, but I gave it back.
Okay.
wild shape.
Absolutely.
What am I looking for? Oh, except I can't speak.
Says you.
So I go
Oh fuck! I'm in the most danger.
and just blink at you, Jordan.
I'll put the goggles on. I'm gonna like think really hard. I do not have speak with animals. I don't know how this
I
works.
walk out through the air and just start making wide circles.
Still understand
Yes,
German?
I
Yeah,
can
I
still
do.
fully understand English.
Common.
I have no idea how this works.
Fucking idiot.
Aynat just stares at Fitz and launches into the air and make wide, like,
Giant eagle eye.
surveying and
Absolutely.
circles over the ship.
You have eagle vision eyes. I'm gonna say you're both looking for different things right now, but you can both roll a perception check with advantage.
All right.
Let me give you guidance, Fitz, so I can reach you.
Okay.
Okay. That's 18.
That is. You said guidance. Thank you, buddy boy. 17.
18.
Oh, not with advantage though.
Oh, I did.
17.
All right.
Say roll. Do I get to re-roll the guidance or just the d20?
Bitch, yes.
Just the d20.
Okay.
That would be a 27.
27.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm looking at just Aynat right now.
Yeah, you're just
like
like-
I'm glancing out at the sands and then just going back and I'm like, I don't understand how this works. How do I communicate?
Doing those sort of wide circles around the Suna ship, and you see up ahead, maybe 30, 40 miles you can make out, like from a distance. You're seeing there's like glints in the sand that's making it difficult to make out the details, but you see blood on the road. You see puddles of blood, creatures that are toppled over. And as you get closer, and as you're sort of adjusting and focusing your eyes a little bit more, you see splintered wood, a broken caravan wagon on the side of the road. Or its path.
Anything moving?
With the 27, you're seeing a lot of stuff moving throughout that vicinity. There's something happening right now.
Oh, okay. How far away is it?
About what did I say? 3.
Okay.
It's still about like we'll call it like 3 miles.
Okay.
3 miles out.
Great.
You'll be there. The ship will be there. I would say like 10 minutes.
Okay, so Aynat dives back down to the ship, which, as a golden eagle, she can do at absolutely breakneck fastball.
An hour.
What?
She's gonna
The
spear
ship
through.
would be moving at 20 miles an hour.
That's about right.
Yeah. Okay.
In the sad?
Okay, yeah. I don't think ships move in sand. So
Normally, yeah.
Says you.
Normally,
Have you seen
normally 0.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
It's actually just like 50
those were crap.
people
Yeah.
under the bow still rowing.
actually,
Those were crabs.
I'll dive back down to the ship. I will wild check back into Aynat and let everybody
Hero
know that we are, and it's extremely cool. Just everybody. I'll let everybody know we have about 10 minutes until we're about to come up with some shit.
10 minutes.
It might be Agden. It might be a coincidence, but there's blood, there's carnage, and whoever did it isn't gone yet.
Well, then we should go right now.
We're on our way right there.
I don't
think prep. Like we are beeline for it right now. We are gonna intersect it without.
Let's speed it up as much.
Speed it up, understood. Well, the druids, pretty much, is going to cut it down to 8 minutes.
Not until I kick it into maximum overdrive.
Take any preparatory actions you would like to take.
Are we going through preparatory actions right now?
Yes, and it is still before sunset. I would say we're still in daytime light right now.
Okay. I'm going to use...
Not in this short of a time, unfortunately.
I'm going to use Tireless to give myself some temporary hit points. And then I'm going to start camouflaging to the sand.
Okay, excellent.
Beautiful.
Be myself.
Excellent. Can't kill Aynat. It is impossible.
In this time, I'm gonna have my bird familiar fly up and see the area that's being attacked.
Yes.
Would you say that the area that my bird is currently looking at, that I'm looking at through my eyes, would be very familiar to me?
The area?
Yeah.
No, I would not say that. I would say you've seen it once.
What's that? If I'm like constantly looking at it
for the first time.
I'd say you'd seen it once. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to teleport there? Huh? You can try, but it's gonna be unfamiliar territory.
Alright, let me read what the penalty.
I start my flight gear.
I'll cast water breathing on everybody.
Good call. The sand can get in the lungs.
Yeah, there's viewed once, there's a very high mishap, so no, I'm not gonna do that.
The ship begins to approach. We're 1 minute away from the space, and I'm gonna set up what scene looks like here.
Also, I'd have my musket ready with my sniper headset ready to go.
We touch knees. Last preparatory action. I'm gonna cast Summon Draconic Spirit.
Okay, perfect.
Oh shit.
How many?
A lot of fireballs.
What's wrong?
What do you mean the orc? Let's just swoop in, get the orc.
I need 16.
Oh. Do you have that many?
No, I need 16 on top of this.
Oh,
good.
Auto lizard, long black hair.
I lied. My last preparatory action is that I cast Goodberry and handed Goodberry out to all.
Definitely time to do that.
alright.
It's your Goodberry.
Give it. Thank you. Thanks. I'm gonna, if I may, how many druids are controlling the ship?
Could you also hand me those number tokens there? The number.
Yes, of course.
These bring back memories.
Of what?
So here's a Goodberry for down.
Perfect.
Need that.
Thank you.
Well, Snickles, nice.
Now, can I give you the opportunity to run one more history check for it?
Yes. Anyone want to guide me?
I'll guide you.
I will also guide you.
I'm guided.
Only if
Guide distance.
Really stack as That'd be insane.
Understood.
15.
Okay.
How do I spell Aynat again? Because I have
E-Y-E.
No, that's how I still spell it. And I
Okay.
don't want to do it this
Wait,
time.
you said 15 history check?
N-A-T.
You, upon seeing what's before you, you see serpentine bodies littering this caravan's corpse. Dead beasts of burden, horses, camels, donkeys, mules, that are being feasted upon by these creatures. You see half-humanoid, half-snake people in different amalgams and form in front of you. You remember that there are many a colony on the outskirts, particularly within this area that you're in, known as the Badlands. The Badlands house many colonies of Yuan-Ti of all sorts of variety. Yuan-Ti see themselves as evolved humans due to their sort of binding with serpentine figures, and they are ruthless cutthroats of the desert. You see what looks like a full marauding party of them. And with your keen perception from both you and Fitz, between the two largest of them, Agden No Scarf is standing between them, sort of shaking, looking back and forth between the two of them. As your ship approaches, the Yuan-Ti take notice to you and start.
I shoot the one that's closest to him with my sniper.
Roll an attack roll, and everybody else roll initiative.
I think all of those markers are bad. Is that what those are? Okay. Got it.
That's a...
Oh, that's spicy. Is that Mike?
Get it out of the way now.
19 to hit.
On the big one?
Yeah.
And you're shooting on the one on the left that you see, right? Or the
Yes.
right?
Whatever one's closest to our
The one on the left is
Yeah.
okay.
It's literally the worst number you
Combination.
With
19 hits. Yes, that hits.
perfect.
They haven't been in a fight for a while. I don't need to prepare any damage
One
spells.
D.
Litter.
Regret.
I did not change out my spells yesterday, and I equipped a lot of my buff type spells. Yeah.
I'm always ready for combat.
So it's 10 piercing damage, but then the sniper headset. First shot is an additional 5d6. And they must make they already see where we're at, but they have to make a bleed save.
Ooh, excellent. Constitution save for them.
19.
Not gonna make it. That's a 10. We're gonna put a physical effect token on that one. The one with multiple heads is now.
Does this?
And that's the biggest one.
Yeah,
So it's 23 total damage.
This is a dumb question.
23.
Is the creature with multiple heads right here, is this just the mini that has multiple heads?
Yep, it's just the mini.
Okay.
Here, I'll show you what it looks like.
And no, that's okay. I just was getting a little. Ooh,
Both of the two bigger snakes look like this guy.
Oh, it's very bad. No, I was just getting a little bit creeped out because that guy on the roof was talking about something with 1,000 heads.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
And I was like,
yeah. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that
Cut off one to pop up in its place. I'm like, we're flood. Awesome.
No me gusta.
Cute. Float.
All right, one just rolling some more initiatives here.
Thankfully.
I look at the fox and tell him to go below deck.
He quickly darts below deck to safety.
Wow, I'm so grateful and support.
Okay, 25 to 20.
27.
29.
Ooh!
You suck!
25, 20 to 15?
15.
15 to 10?
13.
13 for Fitz.
Oh,
I'm expending my first
I
use
missed
of
my 18.
18? No problem.
My window. I was reading as well.
It's
No problem at all.
daytime still. Yes.
Daytime.
8.
8.
I was going to use my first use of Lunar Swift.
Vars.
Oh, that's okay. That's good.
Okay.
We need
That is the duality of wizards.
For all intents and purposes, we're going to use the tape measure. 1 inch is 5 feet as per the usual range rules. This is going to make things a little easier, I feel like. So yes, top of initiative is going to be Miezko. What would you like to do?
Action, I'm going to try and vortex warp Agden Longscarf onto the boat.
No scarf.
Oh,
No,
right. He has to be willing, yes.
Con save 18.
You got it.
Willing or
What,
con
he's not
save
willing right now?
True.
He's surrounded by snakes.
Nice.
The silly sneaky snakes. Does not pass with a 10. So yes, where do you want him to go?
He will be shot back directly into like the door right next to the window.
Bam!
Yep.
He appears on the ship.
And then I'm going to send out my dragon. So I'm going to fly him
No, I know.
to the side of
And we're actually really mad at him right now. Good luck. Goodbye.
Perfect.
He's going to take one swing at 11.
Okay, excellent.
That's a 13 hit.
11 does not hit.
Yeah. Gets another attack though. 18 to hit this time.
18 does hit.
Then that is going to be 12 piercing damage.
12 points of piercing damage on number 11.
And then gonna shoot out a 30-foot cone in front of him. So I think 11, 10, most of the snakes in the area need to make a dexterity saving throw.
30-foot cone would catch all of these, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and 10 and 11, right?
I believe so. 30 foot.
Fail for 10. Natural 20 for number 11. For the rest of the snakes, which are they're Yuan-Ti purebloods, so they actually look the most human out of any of these. For the 5 or the 4 of them that are there, that's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail, and that's a fail. So all of them fail.
Total damage is going to be 7 psychic damage. Any that succeeded take 3. And then that's my turn. Action, bonus action.
Okay, perfect. That's going to bring us to Ozwald.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll go down to Agden No Scarf and investigate him to see if he's got the orb.
Absolutely. So give me a search check. So that'll be perception or investigation, and you use your action to do so.
26.
26. You see that he's tucking it under his, outer coat. He's keeping it very well protected on himself, and he looks at you, kind of afraid of what you're going to do.
Okay, I'll just shout out, "He's got it! Let's go!"
Okay, end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to bring us to the Yuan-Ti.
But I am in melee with
Yes, you
Mr.
are.
Longscarf.
Yes.
Or No Scarf.
Are there any others, or
He can't read.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm gonna try and see.
just like, well, we got one person. Let's take it.
This guy right here is going to change himself into a constrictor snake.
Oh! The snake turned into a bigger
Bloody little slag.
And then he's going to jump
Oh!
here.
Hi there.
Drop him dead.
One is hit with bleed, so he takes half the damage from that first attack, which was 23 points of damage.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Let me double check.
Wasn't a lot.
Yep, it was 23, so half of that is going to be 11. It's going to take 11 more points of damage. The one on the ship is going to make 3 attacks at Miezco, who it's right in melee with.
You're gonna die.
It hisses at you, and
Put a good berry in your mouth and bite it.
14.
14 does not hit.
Ooh, worse. 17.
Shield. So
17 shield.
I think so.
It makes 3 attacks, and all of them, the first 2 miss you effortlessly, you dodge out of the way. Third one, you throw up the shield and block that scimitar from cutting into you. That's going to be the end of their turns. That's going to bring us to Aynat up next.
Awesome. I'm going to attempt to guiding bolt at a second level.
All right.
The damaged one on the ground. Is a 28 hit?
Yes, absolutely hits.
Way to go.
Sonny, can you do some quick math for me?
Yeah.
If this ship is moving at 20 miles an hour, how many feet is it moving per 6 seconds?
Quick math?
Thank you.
So that
take her longer.
17 damage, radiant damage to this guy here, and then with my bonus action, I'm gonna
175 feet.
175 feet. You got it.
I'm gonna use my bonus action. Spit some spores at him. He needs to make a con saving throw.
Con saving throw. That's going to be a 19.
Yep, that'll do it.
All right.
Well,
all right.
The spores are gonna hang out there, and if he doesn't move, he'll have to make the saving throw again.
You got it. All right. That's going to bring us to the UNT Malisons.
Things in the
those
die
all
are
look like this guy here.
Oh.
Oh, those are all little guys? Oh,
I was like, look at all those snakes. Oh no, they're big snakes.
why did I just...
They're snake people
There's
with
people.
swords and snake fangs. That's more bad things than I was thinking.
Good place.
What's them?
That was awesome.
Perhaps your move.
Oh, they're boarding us, guys.
It's okay.
Hey, I feel like we'll maybe get away from a good chunk.
And, I mean, we just gotta knock them off the ship. Gust of wind, or tickle, or I don't know.
Tickle?
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They can each make 2 long shove attacks. They can see Miezco, they can see Valkin, they can see Fitz. So, and they can see Vars. So there's going to be 5 longbow attacks coming at each of you from these. So we'll start with Fitz.
All right.
Opportunity attack?
Yep, you get an opportunity attack on number 11.
22.
22 definitely hits. Roll me some damage.
We're dead.
9.
9 points of damage.
That one's piercing, but the breath attack and resistance is
Okay, Fitz.
because that's my divinity.
19.
That hits.
18.
Just hits.
4. That's 8. 6.
Nope.
It's cocked. And that misses. So 1 is a glancing strike. You're going to take 9 points of piercing damage,
Okay. And
6 points of poison damage.
okay.
And from the glancing strike, you're going to take 1 point of piercing damage,
Okay.
4 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Vars, 5 attacks at you. 10. 20. Not natural. Natural 1. 14. And a 21. That's going to be 5 points of piercing and 6 points of poison. And for the second attack, it's going to be 8 points of piercing, 8 points of poison. Valkin, 5 attacks on you. 22.
Amber metal shield, shing, plus 3 AC, miss.
All right.
Is that for the one attack, or is that for the turn?
I think it's 1 attack.
Okay.
10.
No.
16.
Nope.
15. Nope. And 12. All right, you use the Amber Metal Shield. Ding, 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 ding. All these arrow bolts bounce off of your shield. And then Miezco, 5 on you as well. 7. 22.
That's just a hit. That's actually going to be a... No, that's just a hit.
That's a hit. 17.
Doesn't hit.
7. Natural 20.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. Very nice.
Just so you know, the 22 is a glancing strike.
Glancing strike, you got it.
This is why we take shields.
That's going to be 3 points of poison damage and 4 points of piercing damage. A volley of arrows are thrown at you from these hissing, snake-headed creatures, all monstrous in their form. And that's going to bring us to you, Valkin. A few of them have broken onto the deck.
I'm going to pull out my short sword, my 9 live short sword, and I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to swing the 9 live Steeler short sword at this guy 2 times. 18. For the first one, 18 plus 15.
33.
Yeah, 33 for the first one and 32 for the second one.
No matter who you're no matter who you're stabbing at, it hits. But which number are you hitting?
This guy.
Oh, you got it.
23 damage on that guy.
23 points of damage.
And no crits, so no lives stolen. And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to take the dodge bonus action. With a flight or a mobility point.
Higher music first.
End of your turn, Valkin?
Yes.
That's going to bring us to Fitz.
Alright. I am going to use my action to cast Spirit Guardians at 4th level.
Excellent.
And I'm going to use my bonus action. My current magic item loadout is the Winged Boots, the Amulet of the Devout, and the armor. I'm going to use my bonus action and movement to come down. How much of that would that take? Like 30, what size? 35 of movement. And it's a 15-foot radius to only what I consider an enemy.
Yes, absolutely.
So Aynat's not going to get caught on it. I need 1, 2, 4, and 5 to make wisdom save throws.
Absolutely.
Spiritual Guardians. Baby, it gets to shine.
15 on number 1.
Fail.
15 on number 2.
Fail.
Number 4 gets a 3.
Fail.
Number 5 gets a 13.
Fail.
All right, give me some damage. You can roll once, and I'll take the damage for all of them.
Gotcha. At 4th level, it is 4d8.
48.
48! Baby. That's gonna be... And... 12. So 22 points of radiant damage to all 4 of them.
All right.
I've only used 35 feet of movement. My base is 70 because I've got Agden no scarfs. Scarf.
Yes, you do.
Do I get to have a title now?
No.
It doesn't roll off the tongue though.
Fitzroy Longscarf?
I hate it. Nope. It has to
Fitzroy Longscarf.
40. So 40. Bonus action dash. Another 70 feet.
Okay.
I need number 8, and that was Undamaged Abomination over here to make a wisdom save throw.
Okay, absolutely. The number 8, 4.
Fail.
And for the abomination, 7.
Oh my god. Fail. That's gonna be 9, so 23 points of radiant damage to those 2 as well. I think what I'll do is just double back over towards Aynat. They don't have to make the save again, it's just the first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But their movement speed is halved while in the 15-foot radius.
Perfect. End of your turn, Fitz.
End of my turn.
That's going to be... it's between the Yuan-Ti Purebloods and Dom, so I'm going to roll a d20 for each of them. Whoever gets the higher is going to move first. The Purebloods are going first. 17, you want
ask for
Purebloods.
Are they running?
District
Are they
line.
getting cover?
They're taking cover.
You haven't done that much damage.
These are just baby steps. Pure blood.
Pure blood.
All 17
So I just find worksheets and workbook pages.
can make 2 short bow attacks. With 17, there are 34 of them. Who can they see? So on the way to there, so that's going to be Fitz, Vars, Ozwald. They can see Miezco. They can see Valkin.
Can they?
Yeah, they can.
You're pretty
They
tall
can't
for a
see Dom.
Yeah, that's
And I don't think they can see Aynat. So 34 divided amongst 5.
Thank God.
Everybody, okay, so Miezco, Valkin, Vars, Fitz, and Ozwald, everybody roll a d20. Whoever gets the highest number will only take 4 attacks. Everybody else takes 5.
Oh, baby.
Okay.
19.
Plus a natural. I got a 19.
And I got an 11.
Alright, so Vars is only going to take 4 attacks. Everybody else
I got a 1.
You should take all.
One quick question, these two.
No, it's going to be 7 for everybody else, 6 for Vars. Alright,
Sorry, wizard.
thank you very much. Good student award. You get inspiration.
Can I take all of them?
Natural 20. Dirty 20. Dirty 20. 21.
Oh my god.
Good thing you rolled the.
And an 8.
Do we have shield?
So the nat 20.
The wizards are gone, y'all.
They really just focused the casters.
That's 30 points of damage. Unless you have, total, unless you have any resistance to poison or piercing damage. And then 3 regular attacks here. No, that was the natural 20. That's going to be 2 piercing, 7 poison. 2 piercing, 10 poison. So 9, 12, that's 21 so far. 2 piercing, 9 poison. So 32 extra points of damage. To Fitz for 7 attacks now.
Let me tell you guys about the Cloak of Arachnia. Resistant to poison damage.
Fitz.
Yeah.
16.
No.
7. Dirty 20.
Hits.
15.
No.
Dirty 20.
Hits.
15.
No.
11.
No.
Alright. So 2 hits. That's going to be 3 points of piercing, 5 points of poison. 2 points of piercing, 6 points of poison.
Okay.
Alright. Moving on to Valkin.
Oh my god.
At disadvantage because I took the dodge action.
Yes, you did disadvantage on these.
Beautiful.
That's going to be 12.
Missed.
9.
Missed.
6. 9. 9. 9. 9. And 6.
Toons!
Alright. Valkin, with the dodge action,
Vars?
how do you dodge 7 bolts that are coming right towards you?
I think I just don't move. And I'm just small enough that they're coming through the rungs and they're just going by me and I'm like, oh my god.
Perfect. Ozwald now. Disadvantage on you as well. 6.
Cloak of displacement.
11.
No.
I don't think they can hit you. Natural 1.
What can they roll max?
22.
They can't hit me.
Then I'll say if I get 2 nat 20s with any of these rolls, it will hit you. No hits on Ozwald either.
It pinged off of
Yes,
you,
no.
dude. What the fuck?
You have shield still active.
Yes.
So
Oh, nice.
7. 7.
Should have volunteered for help.
10.
I've never
9. 13. 11. Natural 1.
Let's go. We survived, y'all.
Sorry, Toons.
Well, none of us got it. Oh my god! I'm gonna be just fine.
Up next.
Wow.
Up next, though, is Dom. Yes, it is.
Sucks.
Dom is about to kill everyone up here on a complete accident.
Dom's fine now.
Is he?
No, throwing a fire elemental command. Dom is fine.
Wait, he has that now?
I do.
Oh, hell yeah.
I get 2. You want one?
Great.
Really?
Yeah, no one else wanted it. I tried to give it away.
Oh, shit.
He's going to target all of these guys with a fireball at 6th level.
Read my mind. Okay.
Just...
His DC is 17.
Feet.
You get a +1. That's a 20. One of them succeeds. That's a natural 1. That's a natural 20.
Is that Valkin?
That's a natural 1. Natural 18. Natural 2. So that's success, 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 and success. Everybody else fails. So it's 10d6. Do you have 2d6 I can use?
Yeah, absolutely do. Because it's 8d6.
Yeah, I forgot to hit the button one more time. Thank you. Thank you.
So do you need it?
I do need one more.
Oh, well, keep it.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's
I'm
a
coming!
lot of
Look at these sixes! I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sixes.
So we are already
12,
at
18, 24.
Base.
Oh man.
I can't wait for that.
I can't wait to be scorched.
Dom, you're standing right next to the oil barrels.
and the druids controlling the ship.
Maddie, I'll let you pick any 5 you would like to out of there and remove them from the board. They are instantly incinerated. The others are very badly damaged. That abomination that's already damaged pretty heavily is also in the range. That was 53 points of damage. I'm going to check and see if that, for a dex save, natural 2, he fails for 53 points of fire damage, leaving him there. Okay, he is very burned close to death as well. That's going to bring us to Vars.
Fucking fine. Yeah, we're gonna go 6th level fireball.
Woo! Where's it going?
It's gonna go.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I think I can get this one. 16, 15, 7, 6, and these 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 enemies.
Okay, so I'm going to roll for the 4 pure blood. 17, does that succeed?
Nope. It's gotta beat a 20.
Natural 1 and a 19. All of the pure bloods fail. Going now to, what were the numbers for the Malisons that are all
It's
in that range?
16, 15...
7 and 6.
Okay, 16 got a 18, fail. 16, 15, that's a 20 on 15. Fail on number 7 and a fail on number 6, and then I'm going to roll for the abomination, who got a natural 6. No way he's surviving. No way he succeeded that. All right, give me some damage.
No, for me to get there, y'all.
35.
It ain't much. I'm poor, brother.
The abomination, the one with multiple heads on there, is he erupts in flame and is taken out of the battle. All of the other creatures are still standing except right now. The big one, though, with the multiple heads.
Goodbye!
Bye, bitch.
He hisses and writhes as he convulses in flame. Did you add your charisma modifier to fireball? Or your intelligence?
I did. I did not add my evocation spells plus 5.
So that's an extra 5 damage. That takes out the rest, all of those 4 that were hiding behind the cactus. They're all taken out with that fireball.
Baby.
And now,
That's your action, Vars. Any bonus or movement?
Bonus, I will eat my good berry.
Nice.
So give me
1 health.
1 health. Yay!
And you are satiated.
It's meant to be if someone goes to...
That's okay, we all have one to give.
We do all have one, yeah. If you come by me, I'll get you another.
1.
Back at the top of initiative, we are at Miezco.
Wait, does the ship move?
Chip moves at initiative count 20.
Okay.
Did no scarf go?
He's not doing shit.
He got teleported into a corner and you backed him into it.
I'm gonna use Psychic Lance on the Yuan-Ti right next to me. So I need an intelligence saving throw.
The abomination, the large one?
Yeah.
You got it?
Int save.
Intelligence save. He does have advantage on magical saving throws. 2 8s, that's an 11.
That is a fail. He is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Absolutely.
And takes 14 plus 12 is 26. 31 damage.
Ooh.
Psychic damage.
And his mind is racked with that psychic energy. He takes a lot of damage.
And then with my bonus action, I am going to use Quicken Spell to cast Toll the Dead for a Wisdom saving throw.
On the same abomination?
Yes.
Natural 20 wisdom save.
Then nothing happens. It's my dragon's turn, so he's gonna hop up next to me against a creature that's incapacitated. I'm able to advantage, I think.
Yep, advantage on all attack rolls and disadvantage for them. Well, they automatically fail dex and strength saving throws, I believe. Let me check.
Incapacitated just prevents them from taking actions and reactions.
Yeah, you're right. No actions, reactions.
We almost mix that up.
Yep. Because I always think, like, restrained.
Yeah.
Or paralyzed. Paralyzed is messed up.
Auto crits if they're right next to you.
Dude, insane.
Bye!
That is a 27 to hit for the first attack.
On Big Boy?
Yep.
You got it? That hits.
3 plus 4, so 7. 12 piercing damage on the first hit. And then for the second attack, that's a 28 to hit.
Hits.
And then that's 13 damage, piercing damage on the third hit.
Excellent.
Is it still up?
It is still up.
Needs to make a dexterity save. It is targeting just this thing.
It's going to be a 7.
That is a fail, so it takes 2 psychic damage.
2 psychic. Alright, perfect. End of the dragon's turn?
Yes.
That's going to bring us to Ozwald.
Alright, here we go. There's a lot of dudes on the ship.
Yep.
Dudes.
But I don't want to leave Bunny Man.
Can you break?
Come here.
Stranger things happen.
I think to grab him would be an action, though.
It would be to grapple him, yeah.
You could just leave and come back.
What
Well,
if he came with you willingly?
It would technically be an attack to grapple him. It's not the first round of initiative anymore, so you don't have an extra attack.
Theoretically, you could stay within his ring with your...
Sentinel.
Yeah.
Undermined it.
Yeah, that's true.
You
Yeah,
got like
I'll
15.
I'll split the difference there.
Yeah, because you could come here and hit both of them.
That's where I'll go.
Jesus Christ. Now you're 20 feet from both.
And I'll say, don't you leave, because what I'm about to do to these guys, I'll do to you. So I'm going to activate Underminer as a bonus action.
Excellent. Pump a charge into that.
Yep, and I'm going to hit the one in front of me.
2.
Number 2? Okay.
That's bad. Don't move, I'm going to do this to you.
Falls off the ship.
Yeah, that's the
For sure, my favorite.
I love how Ozwald turned it.
The armored feathers, and everything.
26 to hit?
That hits.
Okay. That's 11 bludgeoning.
11 points of bludge.
And 8 cold.
That was
8 cold.
Yep, and I could pick the 2 other targets. So I'm going to pick the one behind it. The one next to the one behind it.
4 and 5.
4 and 5, and they need to make a con save.
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
14 and an 11.
Oh no, those fail.
All right. Give me damage for 4 and 5, you said?
They each take 4d6.
You're darn.
Alright, that's 13 cold damage to each of them.
All right.
And you dumb best believe I'm going to do it again. No, it's just my second attack.
That was only one attack. Jesus. On number 2?
Yeah, number 2 again.
Got it.
That's going to be 29 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 11 bludgeoning again. And 9 cold damage.
Ooh. All right.
I'm going to pick those 2 again.
That's a 15 and a 7.
No, yeah, that's definitely doesn't make it.
All right.
It's actually really hard to save against that, apparently. 16 cold damage to each of those.
I don't.
They're all still standing?
Cold. I'll move back towards the buddy.
Okay, excellent.
Is that a good enough example for him? I hope so.
Can you
Shake
face it with your back, but your head is...
All right, that's going to bring us to the abomination on the ship deck.
Stunned one or whatever? This restrained?
Oh, yeah.
Incapacitated.
So
No
his
action.
turn passes and he can do nothing. It is initiative count 20. I will leave it to either Fitz or Valkin or a collective decision between you. Does the ship progress or are you stopped for the fight right now?
Am I able to use passive perception for that round to have
see
seen if there's any...
You're aware of what's happening on the... Oh, if you want to see... That would require an action search on your turn.
Okay.
We could chill. We're doing fine, I think.
All right.
Yeah. I think just to be sure, maybe we would keep going, 50 feet stop. We'd slow it down so that we're not leaving, but we would make it so it would take another turn.
Absolutely.
Because if there's people on there...
And we're going to let this ship move. Dragon's still right here. That is the ship's initiative, bringing us to the Malisons.
And those are the numbered rings, right?
They are. I don't believe any have fallen yet.
Well, if it's a shared initiative, I need 1, 2, 5, and 4 to make wisdom saving throws because they're starting their turn to high spirit guardians.
Good call. Wisdom save for number 1, 13.
Fail.
11 for number 2.
No.
5 is a 19.
No.
And 6 for number 5. So 1, 2, 4, and 5 all fail. Give me damage for those.
16 points of radiant damage to all 4 of them.
2, 4, and 5 all are eliminated.
I imagine that the spirit guardians are just more translucent, but light-colored versions of my allies. Just surrounding me and interspersing themselves with the enemies and allies near me, avoiding those I consider friend and
spectral guardians of the other allies that you've amassed throughout your journey. Serene ducks low and stabs one with a spiritual blade before obscuring and falling back into this fog that's surrounding you.
The heck?
My father slices one through with a scimitar.
Yeah.
Thunderbust, just you.
The hack shows her.
Number 1 is still in melee with Fitz. Number 8 is in melee with Miezco. 9, 10, 20 attacks. Going to be for Fitz, Vars, Ozwald, Miezco.
The dragon?
And the dragon, yeah.
I'll just attack them all.
3, 4, 5. 4 attacks for each of you, and Fitz, you're gonna take 2 melee attacks.
All right.
16?
No. Miss.
19?
Just hits.
Crit, baby.
Lancing strike. No. I'm on your side.
It's gonna be 5 points of slashing. And Miezco. Yes.
Concentration check.
Just quick, so I can.
15.
Yes.
How many crew members are
All the crew members are below deck right now, but there are 4 members of the crew on the ship. 2 druids, a captain, and a navigator.
Concentration check is 15.
Natural 20.
18.
And a 18.
Got it.
Okay, the nat 20 is going to be
Nat 20.
15 points of slashing damage.
Get another shield.
And the other
You have to see that.
is going to be a 7 points of slashing damage. Then 4 to Fitz, Vars, Ozwald, Miezco, and the dragon. So I'll start with the dragon. 4 attacks. 21.
Oh, that for sure hits.
That misses with a 6.
I'm immune to ferrets.
11, that misses, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that misses.
And a 23, that's a hit.
Yes. Armor class is 19.
That's going to be
Feeling all right.
14 points of piercing damage altogether for those attacks. Okay. 12 points of poison damage altogether for those attacks.
Okay.
Now moving on to Miezco. 4 attacks on you. That's going to be 16,
Miss.
23,
Hit.
6,
Miss.
9.
Miss.
So 1 hit. To be
All right, buddy. We're still there.
6 points of piercing damage and 9 points of poison damage. Moving on to the we did Miezco Dragon, Ozwald. I don't think they can hit you.
Nope.
So if I get 2 nat 20s on any of these attacks, no. 1 nat 20, but no.
I was gonna say, if you get 2 nat 1s, nobody gets it.
All right.
Just applies.
On to Vars now. 4 attacks. That's going to be 12,
25.
16,
Nope.
21,
Yeah.
and a 6. So 1 hit. It's going to be
Very
6.
for you.
I'm a coming.
8 poison.
Okay.
Fits. Now for you, 7 and a 13.
Misses.
Natural 20
Hits.
and an 11.
Miss.
The nat 20 on this attack is going to be 18 points of piercing,
Okay.
19 points of poison damage.
Is that concentration check all that damage together?
Yes, it is. So
that's 36 halved to 18.
to 18 that you have to beat with a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
You're good at those, right?
Yeah, they're right.
8.
For 11.
Your Spirit Guardians fails. The spell drops.
Drops.
Take that
Bye, Dad.
concentration rate.
Again. I'm
Wiped out a good amount of them, though.
Yes. Spread out the damage. Did what I needed.
All right, that's going to bring us to Valkin's turn in initiative.
I am going to use.
I believe
Oh, I
go
just skipped you.
before.
I just skipped you. I'm so sorry.
The archers come before me.
Their turn should be after you, so
Okay.
I apologize. It is now your turn.
Okay.
You can take your turn now. Valkin,
I
take a
just
seat.
want to. I don't know. I mean,
I
God,
didn't attack. I just wait.
then I might take some of my. May I use you? Take my hand.
Yeah. What do we got there?
So we can maybe negate some
Oh,
of that damage that just got.
Find the one that hit Vars. Kill it.
Don't tell the DM what hit points you're at.
To clear is hopefully gonna hit. Is gonna hit all these guys here. He's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say
So there's my center point. And and this guy here that's trying to hide behind his body. So probably not this guy. So it's probably 13, 12, 14, and 10. They need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Excellent. For 13, 12, 14, and 10. 13 rolls. Dirty 20. 18 for... 18 for 10. Natural 20 for number 13. Natural 1 for number 14. So 12 and 13 succeed. You have a 2 fail for the purebloods. Fail, 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 and a 19?
Passes.
Okay, so 1 passes, the rest fail.
They're gonna take 3 piercing damage. 3 guys. And 11 cold damage. And then halved for the ones that passed. Wow, that was really sad.
So 14.
Okay, damages damage.
Damages damage. And what is that? 14 to a bunch of different enemies, too.
It also turns that area into difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
All right.
So if they want to move closer to get on the ship, they can get fucked.
As a bonus action.
as a bonus action, I can get stuck.
All right, sounds good.
And then, yeah, as my bonus. Oh, and as my bonus action, I'm just going to spit spores at this guy again. So I'll make something. Hang on. I need to write this on.
Is he still paralyzed?
Incapacitated.
Oh,
Yes, he's still incapacitated.
He's gonna make a con saving throw.
All right, con save on the incapacitated.
Actually, it's a 10-foot cube, so I could get number 8.
Number 8 as well.
The paralyzed.
That's a fail on the paralyzed one. Fail on the other as well, on number 8.
That's 4. 4 poison damage for each of them.
They are all immune.
Sorry, necrotic damage.
Excellent. Sorry for skipping your turn. I apologize.
Okay, no, it's alright. Once you hit Valkin, I was like, hey, I didn't write mine down.
I've used to write it.
No problem.
Go.
Now back to Valkin for your turn.
Yes.
Come on, Deepfinger.
I'm using a mobility point to attach to the paralyzed one,
Excellent.
which gives me a little momentum. Dex save against my ODS, which is 19.
That's a fail for a 13.
When I'm attached, I gain 1d6 of force damage on all melee attacks. I must make a strength save or have half movement. When I do my mobility point, I get my momentum. Everyone within 10 feet of me gets plus 2 AC.
Nice.
Everybody within 10 feet of Valkin, plus 2 to their armor class.
Which is
Oh yeah, I guess.
And Aynat?
Dawn, maybe? Or just shy?
And then
Sitting at a 19.
since I'm attached, I do an extra 1d6 force, and I'm going to swing the 9 lives short sword at him 2 times.
All right. Give me some attack rolls.
I believe still flanking.
Yep, still flanking, so advantage.
Oh, can't want that.
Oh, I'm supposed to know it's a double damage for that necrotic.
Oh, yes.
So, add 5. So 9 damage.
Perfect.
Necrotic damage. You get that.
23 and a 25 to hit.
Both of those hit.
Again, I need to just write this one.
12 slashing and 1 force.
12 slashing, 1 force. Okay. Looks like he's hanging on by a thread.
Okay. 10 slashing, 2 force.
All right. With that, you cut off the head of the abomination in front of you.
Cut it in twine.
Excellent. With the fall of their second figurehead, the Yuan-Ti all begin to look a lot less willing to fight. They all start to jump ship. Do any of you choose to take action as they do so?
I don't think there's any near me, so I don't think I would.
Are we out of initiative?
I would swing at this one.
All right, swing at number 8.
Yeah.
We'll say yes, we're out of initiative now.
26 to hit.
Will,
26 definitely hits.
if that's, I don't think that one is within melee.
15 damage
15.
to number 8.
Still standing, and he jumps off the ship. The rest of them all jump off the port side of the ship there. Back into the rest of them. And they begin to run back into the sands.
Run.
They're slither.
They got feet.
Any other actions you all would like to take? They're all sort of grouping up together as they leave.
Are there any other survivors that I can see from here?
Make a search action, perception check.
Okay.
Or investigate.
Move closer to Agden.
Definitely gonna
Yeah.
make that perception 25.
None of the creatures that you can see look alive, and all of the humanoid folk look to be killed as well. Everybody's dead.
Alright, that's a lot of loot.
Fair.
That we could return to the city.
There's no more survivors.
Can I cast Ice Storm again?
Yes, absolutely.
And hit it, hopefully.
We said they grouped up.
Oh yeah, how grouped up?
How grouped
Pretty
up?
grouped up, pretty tight. They're running.
Whatever doesn't make it, I'll fireball too with my ring.
Okay.
No rolls necessary. Mark off those spell slots with a sleet storm. Wait, what was it?
Ice Storm.
Ice storm. Oh yeah, with an ice storm, immediate fireball after. All of these, there's not a single creature here that's above 30 hit points.
Oh yeah.
So that is plenty to take them all out.
Oh, yeah.
As they all sort of get away, one of them and flips you off, Valkin, as like the representative of Sihm-Sumir. The
Nose.
there's a not a blood feud, but a long-standing rivalry between the civilization of Sihm-Sumir and the Badland sort of miniature evil societies that have popped up, this being one of them. This was an attempt to fuck with the trade route, steal whatever they could, and ruthlessly kill anybody that they came in contact with when they found a creature with a very, very powerful magical artifact.
And so did we.
He is
little
now
shit.
quivering and scared on top of the ship, worrying what you all will do to him. And that is where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Level 6 guiding bolts.
It's a lot of
Well played, y'all. Well played.
Very nice. Let's just make sure after every long rest we sail past this again.
Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful night. Embrace the love in the world.
I love you.
Yeah, let's